following video contains strong language, themes of madness, and descriptions of body horror. Viewer discretion is advised. And welcome to another episode of Table Goblins here on the HuntingHawks channel. I am your Dungeon Master, Leigh Justice Bridge, and here with me today I have, in the flesh, Hayden Marshall, in the nude, Adam Baker, in the papers, Joe Dodd.
I didn't know that. Why is he in the papers? That's my important question.
In the present, Tim Clark. And in memoriam, Graham Pell.
Oh, I'll miss tomorrow.
Who?
Okay. Last week, our intrepid adventurers found themselves confronted by the fish people known as the Kuatoa as they were on their way to the village of Slubladop. Once there, they were tasked with trying to end the Kuatoa civil war between the worshippers of the Sea Mother and of the Deep Father, Leigh Mugugu. Things transpired. The plan was for them to be sacrificed to the Deep Father, but that ended in a big fight and the Archpriest of the Deep Father being slain and summoning the Deep Father himself, who turned out to be none other than the Prince of Demons, Demogorgon. In the chaos, they managed to escape over the Dark Lake, surviving that brutal encounter, and then finding themselves coming to rest one night and being beset by mosquito, blood-sucking like sturges, which was a lot harder than they anticipated, and unfortunately they lost the beloved.
Again.
Yeah. they lost their bard,
unfortunate
Graham, who is now a very.
The fat lady has sown.
Okay. He's
Sorry,
dead.
Adam.
He's dead. Adam's not a lady. He's dead.
No, I'm not.
So, with that in mind, you've all had your rest for the evening. What are we doing with Graham's body?
I'm.
Before you answer.
We haven't got anything to wrap him up in, have we?
No.
Help carry him.
I'm going to be putting him in.
I'd say that you'd have like a blanket or something.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in the same position that I put Joe, where it's like that sort of thing with I believe he had a short sword, didn't he? The short with the sword, sort of like, or one of them, or both of them, like that.
Yeah.
Across him.
He looks a lot cooler now that he's
And
wow. He's already you've got like a blanket on.
yeah, out of his coin purse, I'm going to take 2 gold coins and place them on his eyes.
okay.
Because I believe that's what people did.
Copper? He's not Egyptian.
Where are you getting the gold pieces
He's
from?
got.
Whatever.
He had some gold on him. He had
Where'd
some
you
coins.
get
If Anubis comes
Yeah,
from
we
the ground,
we found a load of gold.
From the
We
drone.
had,
Yeah.
Well, very
We had
little
10 gold each.
Oh, yeah.
10 gold.
Oh, yeah, that was
And
right.
6
Yeah.
silver.
I'll allow it.
Transfers are dead to the.
What do you mean you allow it? You give it to us.
Yeah, I can't remember every single aspect of this. What do you want me to be, a dungeon master?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so
Dress him
you.
up in all
I
that
take a
jewellery
pillowcase
you got.
full of oranges and I try to.
Yeah, I'll get out all of those scrolls that we found last time because you remember DM the you gave us.
Scroll of Resurrection was one.
Yeah, I'll use that.
Okay, anyway, so
Every single
like I said,
Just put his body into some sort of reasonable, comfortable position,
okay.
and cover it with a
Hand on his
blanket.
crotch. It will thumb in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just shut my eyes and just go into a deep thought about what's just happened.
Okay. Right, so you sort of go into this deep thought / prayer / meditation.
Say a few words. Did you say some words for me when I?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
something
did.
along the lines of holy fucking shit, did you see that? And, and oh my god,
Yeah.
James.
How are you not a smear on the ground?
Magic.
Okay.
Too powerful for death.
Dodds the new colour by Dulux.
So you'll have your long rest and decide to push off again the next morning.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll head your way.
I'm doing
Wherever
angry
it is you're
push-ups.
going.
We're taking the body with us, right?
Who's with it? Who's with us? Got Jim Jar, and the
You've
twins
got-
aren't with us anymore.
No, you've got Jimjar, Eldith, Hemeth, who is leading the way.
Yeah. Found him to replace Shushar.
Stool, and Boopido. Boopido is also aiding on the way as well, so he
Well-
seems to know roughly where he's going.
Roughly, how many days' travel is it to the next town? Where are we going?
Oh, I'd say you've got about, I don't know, 15, 16 days.
Going to the
What are you going to do with your friend there?
From what from?
Unless you got something to,
I've
help, he's going to start smelling pretty soon.
got
It might be best just to bury him.
nothing. We might find a safer place along the way.
Rotting corpse.
Maybe,
there's
but
No,
Maybe
there's kind of thinking maybe some
moisture
druids
actually
that
can decompose faster.
would be able to help. From what I can remember, that I'm sure they have a spell which could possibly bring them back. I don't know if it'll cost money or.
Oh, hey, yeah, but you're looking at money and money and money.
We're gonna have to find somewhere to lay him to rest then.
Hey. Okay, so you keep going for about another day. And you notice that the sort of like the waterway that you're in lights up with this fluorescent glow again. This weird arcane phasers that you've noticed before.
oh no.
We know what that is.
Yeah,
Some kind
Yeah,
of
it's like
magic
weird-
radiation.
yeah, it's just essentially magic radiation.
We probably shouldn't stay in too long. We can ask Hemeth if he knows any more about
We
this
can
stuff.
leave Graham here.
I don't know, because I don't have Conor back as a three-eyed grey.
Three-eyed grey.
Yeah.
Better than a free boobed Graham.
Might come back more powerful than we could possibly imagine. That'd be useful.
We need to
Level
leave him
3.
somewhere. I don't think he's going to survive 14 days travel.
Well, he's dead, so no.
It's a bit late for I think he's going to survive, mate.
Okay.
No, in terms of
Rightness.
yeah.
Oh.
Get it? You just finally look back and you've just been trailing an arm for the last mile.
Yeah.
Who said that?
So, I mean, carrying him is a lot easier because you are in a boat. You just leave him there as luggage.
Yeah.
Use him as an anchor.
You notice as the cavern sort of lights up, it's starting to get a little smaller as well, and it's not long before it gets to the point where you're all going to have to duck down or smack your head. So I want everyone to make
I hate this.
a dexterity check for me.
May automatically fail or succeed.
You're laying down.
Check 9.
Damn!
Powerful 12.
22.
19.
Okay, so you all duck down. Tim doesn't get the memo and just goes thump, smacks his head on the boat, and you are
Killed.
in fact, ignore that because it's a group check, so you are alright. You sort of bang your head a little bit, but you're alright.
Thanks.
And you just sort of like,
You're bleeding a little
you
bit.
get through, squeeze through.
I hate this.
As you come out the other side, I want everyone to make a perception check.
Perception at all.
21.
7.
9.
13.
Not a great perception.
Coincidentally, I rolled a 1 just anyway.
I have very good perception.
So sorry, what did everyone get?
9.
13.
21.
Right, Tim.
Yeah.
You notice something moving in the water.
Either that or you're concussed.
Don't move. Something moving in the water.
We're kind of a
We're in a
Seems
boat.
to be.
Yeah, we're not moving water, mate.
And you see sort of like a really faint glow,
On the cast mage armour.
like deep down in the water.
Might get away with it this time. With
Um,
just bodies.
Can I use my divine sense?
Okay. What's the range?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Is it celestial fiend or undead?
You get you sense undead far down below near the glow. One creature, it feels like, but this moving thing doesn't to be anything.
So there is dead things down
There's
there.
dead things down there.
It looks, there's a dead thing down there.
Do I sense where Graham is?
No, you don't sense anything about Graham.
So he's not going to come back as a necromancer, so it's fine.
That's alright. Okay.
Ignore the glowy thing.
Yeah. Something in the water. Just try not to agitate it.
Or go
You
towards
you
it.
also
Mhm.
notice with that roll that it is sort of following.
Oh, it's following us.
Just
Are we still in the phase of us?
Can
You
we?
Oh, damn it.
Where's land?
That way.
Dry land?
Dry land.
You
That way.
can't see any dry land around you.
Just keep
You know,
going at our normal pace, just so everyone's aware there may be something following us.
maybe like paddle just not very aggressively.
Yeah.
just go
It's
on,
getting
go
closer.
I'm gonna
What if it comes near? We can just swat it in the head with the
I'm gonna
paddle.
cast
Yeah.
light on a caltrop and
Yep.
just
Throw it.
should I illuminate the situation, see
Mhm.
what we're
Sure.
that's following us?
Yeah,
I
sure.
can't see sort of roughly where this thing is that's following us.
Make a perception check.
Light versus light.
Because even though Tim is moving around, it's very hard to see it.
15.
You just sort of see like a little shimmer, but it's
Okay, I'll chuck a caltrop in that direction.
okay.
See if we can, if it illuminates anything as it sinks.
You watch the caltrop go down. It sort of like sinks and falls, and then you just see sharp movement away from it.
Or like a shadow going by it, or
It's more
Or
like
does something
just the
move
water
it?
rippling
okay.
away from it.
Okay.
If you cast light, could you actually make the boat glow?
And you watch this go
Good
down.
question. Is it too big?
I'd say you can make a
What make my
like
hole?
one piece of the boat glow, not the whole boat.
How big is the boat?
What? There's
I'd
three.
say the boat would count.
There's at least 3 of us in it.
Yeah. It's
A bit like one strip of wood like that.
So-
so one object no greater than 10-foot diameter. Doesn't sound right.
Boom!
Ooh.
You feel the boat that you're on. Now let me
Ooh.
get this right because I've got which boat this is.
I'm not a strong swimmer, guys.
Your boat. So it's yours. You
Yeah.
both are on the lead
Oh,
boat.
so we're fine.
Your boat sort of like rocks, like
Right.
something just bashed into it.
I
Steady.
think I'm with Groupie Doe.
Should have brought a bigger boat.
Graham's Body.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you're with Graham's body. You and
And-
Boopy.
Yeah, great. Dead weight.
Huh? You're with Eldith and Jim Jar. You've got a stall on yours. Then.
Yes. We are safe.
I say to the others, try and get as one. Something's just hit us.
Boom.
Got rope right.
Yours
We
is
can
hit.
pull the boat
What you want?
closer.
Oh. It's okay, if anything, I'll just use Graham. What? John?
Should we let's
Make
pull
a
the
raft.
boats closer
Yeah.
together.
Boom. Yours is it.
Make a raft.
Yeah, we try and make a raft. We try and
Feel it like
get close
you're
together.
trying to get it closer. So are you slowing down?
Well, no, we've
For
got a
them to
rope
catch up.
connecting each.
You've got a rope
Right.
connecting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we pull them closer together.
So we're
Okay.
basically crashing into each other on a river.
No.
No,
Turn into a little catamaran.
yeah, we're making a raft.
Okay, so as you do this, your momentum does go slightly.
Mm.
So you are just sort of like there in space. Now you're close
Yeah.
together. The water is still.
Just keep moving forward, but closest.
Mhm.
No, this is bad.
Yeah.
Everyone make a perception check for me. Then.
Oh yeah. No. Perception. Oh, damn.
9.
19.
16.
15.
16.
Adam, you notice as all this is happening, behind you, the water is sort of just like bulging into a weird shape. You know, like in Moana, where the water sort of like comes up.
In what?
Moana, Disney film,
So we're not seeing it.
Not the
Okay.
where the water.
You know, like in the
where
start of
comes
Godzilla.
up.
Avatar of Last Airbender.
Yeah. Okay, so the water comes up and starts to take this shape. Then you see that it's sort of like the shape just sort of like becomes this like weird angular sort of just a weird face.
Does it look like him?
No, it's more like a sturgeon
Oh.
or a pike or something like that.
Teeth.
Ugh.
But it looks to me completely made of
What?
water.
Do we all see this now?
I
Just
don't
keep
know.
it to yourself.
The-
Hold on, so let's keep riding.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn back, look forward, and possibly alert my compatriots. Just
Possibly.
Possibly, or you are.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to let you know. Just
Okay.
don't turn around.
Why?
I turn around
Yeah,
as
but
soon
we're going
as
to
he
turn
says
around to
that.
see who said that. Like, what?
As you see this, you see that it's also now got sort of like these weird pseudopods come off it.
Oh God, no.
Nope, nope.
And it looks at you, Tim, with like these hollow just cavities for eyes.
Thought you were going to say with hate then.
And then it's just under the water again.
Oh God, it's made a clone of me. We need to get out of here.
Why would it make a clone of you?
I don't know.
How is that a thing?
I don't know. It could.
Why?
I don't- I
What
don't-
was it?
Just
I
keep
don't know.
swimming.
Just keep going.
I'm getting water temple flashbacks here.
Just keep going.
Swimming, swimming, swimming.
In fact, if we have to, pick up the pace.
Can any of us identify what this thing is?
Nope, I don't know. Anyway,
Some kind of water elemental
Could
weird.
be. Could be, but it had a fish face. That could take any form.
Okay.
I think this whole situation is a bit
Looks
fishy.
a bit like maybe it's that.
His name is Fish. Oh,
Damn
okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the thing.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
You know, technically we're paddling. We're not actually swimming.
Adam, what's
Yeah,
your
I know.
arm class?
15.
Some kind of evil water.
Yeah, it's evil water. Keep going.
Sprayed.
Get past this. We don't need to
Jack,
fight
what's
this.
your arm class?
13 currently.
Okay, the water comes out
I know.
and it just sort of like
so
splashes
brave.
onto you, like someone's just thrown a bucket onto you. But then it sort of takes shape around you,
Okay.
and you feel yourself just pulled off the boat into the water.
No.
You take
Joe's dead again.
It's fine. I've got my shields up this time.
You're not the Enterprise.
I can be.
okay, so it hits you, and you are pulled 5 feet into the water.
Ah! The shields say do nothing!
Can I try and make
Everybody
a grab
roll
for him?
initiative.
Wow.
Well, this is where I died by drowning.
Let's take a minus 15 to that initiative as well because I'm dead, so 0.
Yeah, you don't have to roll initiative.
Technically, does Graham
In
get a
fact-
turn if we pick him up and beat it with him?
In fact, for the purpose of
Can I
this,
use Graham as a finesse weapon?
Graham,
Two-handed.
I get to play as one
You
of
get
the
to be a
NPCs.
character.
you get to be.
You can play
Stool.
as Stool.
Stool, yeah. God, his attacks are awesome.
He's got a headbutt.
Find out these are a level 20
He's a
character.
ginger.
Modified memory.
He has a hand crossbow. That is it.
Right.
Did he also have a short sword?
Play Stool, he's got modified
Graham's
memory.
still got
He's got
short
single
sword.
mind.
Short sword.
Right, next level.
I
water
mean,
breathing.
Ginger.
Okay.
Ginger, I have a short sword.
We could take.
So,
Could take.
It's in different bad.
Did you have a dagger?
25 to 20.
17.
I'll be dead soon.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
10.
Fuck's sake, guys.
What did you get?
The worst possible.
10 to 5.
6.
You have the next modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably got more than me then.
What do you get?
2.
3.
This is like the low end of the table, literally.
It was just like. It didn't
Okay.
even roll, it just went douche 1 bucket.
Jim Jar. You turn around and you see
No,
this weird like splash of water just come and consume your friend Joe
Oh,
and take him into the water. You can still see Joe's arms flailing in the water briefly. What do you do?
Try and reach out, try and grab Joe's arms.
That's
Okay.
not how Jim Jar sounds.
Yeah, Jim Jar don't sound like that.
look.
He's being possessed by the spirit of Graham. This is what Graham's doing.
No, that's not what's happening.
Jim Jar's Scottish, right?
What do I do for that? Just athletics.
I don't know what you do for it, Graham, but what does Jim Jar?
Jim Jar's going to.
No, what does Jim Jar do, Graham?
Jim Jar's from Jersey.
I don't know.
He hails from the
Jim Jar is going to grab some arms.
Okay,
It's
so
like- it's not
he's going to try and
stupid,
grab. All right, I want you to make strength athletics.
Not yours.
Yeah. So it'd be
What would being possessed
19.
by God be?
19.
unless he's proficient in it at all.
I don't think he is. It should say what his skills
No.
are there.
You should stay as Jim Jar.
Yeah? Nice. You got a 21.
Oh,
So
come on.
you just can't quite pull him. You've got hold of Joe's hands, but you can't quite pull
I'm
him.
going to wait. I'm going to wait for someone to try and grab my legs. Then.
We leave Shusha at the village.
He left himself.
Tim.
Jeez. Me already.
I'm probably going. Help!
I'm going to throw a bit of the rope into the water. Joe, grab hold and try and.
Your hands are being held by Jim Jar.
Or,
Catch him!
or he's being held by Jim Jar.
Yeah. You can see Jim Jar is holding on to
Alright, I'm going to help
Joe's hands.
try and pull Joe out of the water.
Okay. So what you're gonna? I'm gonna say make your athletics with advantage because Jim Jar is also helping.
22.
22. Okay, with both of you there, you just pull Joe out onto the deck. You cough up a bit of water as it's trying to force itself down your throat.
Oh.
And then
Did you consent?
Did you consent? We can have
Okay.
a lawsuit.
and then it's just
Okay.
gone into the water. Okay, the water weird is going to come out and
Evil water.
it's going to
H2O.
come out and what's your arm class, Baker?
15.
15. Okay. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and it drags you into the water.
Oh,
I'm immediately going to panic.
Okay.
at least you're conscious and panicking.
Yeah, about that.
And then
But you're not conscious.
you also
No, I am conscious.
it also
Barely.
starts pulling you further and further into the water. So you're about 10 feet under the water now.
Ah, wonderful.
Adam, it's your go.
Would like to drown.
No, I would not like to drown. Can I try and free myself from this apparently dodgy water? What would I roll for that?
Be strength athletics
I've seen enough hens.
or acrobatics.
16?
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
No, it doesn't work. So you're currently still there trying to break your way free.
Okay.
Hayden, it's taken
Wait for me,
Adam
Graham.
under the water.
As long as I can do. I'm going to get some rope and hold my action to be able to throw it as soon as Adam resurfaces.
Okay.
That's all I can really do. I'm not going to jump in after it. You know.
Joe, you see roughly 10 feet under the water, you see Adam just thrashing around and trying to get free from. Well, you know what the situation's like personally.
Can I see where the water weird is?
I would say no.
I can't make it out from the surrounding
no,
water.
you wouldn't. But you could very much.
So magic missiles off the table then.
I'd say you'd be able to magic missile because you know where it is.
Yeah.
You just don't know its boundaries.
Okay, fair enough. So I will shoot some magic missiles into the
Okay.
water. Die bad water.
Right. Roll damage.
Does it do that thing like when you shoot in the water? It's like
12 points of magical force damage.
Okay. 12 points.
Yep.
Alright, so these missiles just fly down, and you see just these glowing lights coming towards you, and you're like, oh shit! And they just sort of like impact on the water around you, and you just hear this. And then you feel.
Did I get it?
You feel the water calm around you.
Joe, you killed it.
Did I?
You must have done.
Before I went to the bathroom.
Jim Jar. You see Adam. What is going on with this? Just keeps saying Siri. Bugger off. You see Adam about 10 feet below you, thrashing in the water, and Joe has just fired magic missile that seems to have hit Adam.
It's too far down for me to reach it and see.
Well, no, you'd be able to get to him. 10 feet.
Yeah, by going in the water.
Yeah.
I'm going to see the magic missiles go off. Then you'll fire a crossbow bolt, not directly at Adam, just off to the side,
In the water?
What? So
Into the
roughly
water.
where you think?
where a creature would be holding him. If there's a creature, because I'll assume that if a magic missile's gone there, maybe hit something, an arrow in the same place should also.
I've got a feeling
Make-
more...
it was nice.
Make your attack roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, those are darts that make people unconscious immediately, aren't they?
Mm.
That would be bad if he
That
was
dart's
underwater.
just going to float back up to the
What happens if you
surface.
make the water unconscious? Does it just like rise to the
Both
ceiling?
9, so 11.
11.
13. Oh, that would be probably, is it?
13.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your damage.
Doesn't hit big.
5.
Adam. You see Jim Jar lean over the edge and just sort of like panic, just take a shot with his crossbow, and you see this dart coming right towards you, and then just stop in midair, and you hear another. So what was damage, sorry?
5 plus
Okay.
whatever poison, if that works.
Well, no, that's poisoned water.
Okay.
It's even more deadly.
Straight from the chest.
And then you see this dart just sort of like float down.
Okay.
Tim.
So Adam's 10 feet in the water.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rope in the water.
I'm waiting
You're-
as soon as he comes out.
Alright. I'm going to hold my attack for when that thing shows up again.
Okay.
If it tries to like take one of
Okay.
us.
What's your armor class?
16.
16. Okay. So it's going to jump out.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'll
want to
take
take your
my
attack
attack,
now?
yeah. That's good. 23.
Hits.
Add smite.
Okay, roll your normal damage separate from your smite damage.
So that's 9. And the smite 6.
Okay. So as you hit it, you see this sort of like weird water snake just come out with its teeth bared and just jump at you, and you hit it, and the sword just sort of like gets stuck in it a little bit and doesn't really do anything, but then your smite hits it, just it opens like that. You see the water boil around it and then reform as it hits you.
Oh, that's bad.
For 13 points, and you are
This
dragged
is
into
bad.
the water.
This is
I'm
so
dragged in.
bad.
Yes. And he pulls you down like another 5 feet. Adam, you are no longer grappled by this water weird. You are 10 feet from surface. You see now that Tim has also just been dragged in.
Okay. I'd like to go to the surface.
Okay, so you swim up to the surface.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I can try and pull Tim up with me, if that's possible.
You won't have enough movement to get to Tim and bring him to the surface because this counts as difficult terrain because it's water.
Right. In which
So
case
you
I'll
literally-
completely abandon Tim, I'm just going for the surface.
So you've got the surface, you're at the boat, you've got 5 feet of movement. Are you getting onto the boat? Or staying in the water?
I'm going to stay in the water for now.
Okay.
Ballsy.
Are you doing anything? That's your movement. Anything with your action, bonus action?
Yes. I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
There's your action, yeah?
Yeah.
Go on.
What is that? 1d4 or 2?
Yeah.
Cure wounds
No,
is
1d8.
1d8
1d8.
plus your modifier.
Plus your
That's
Health potion.
wisdom.
So, 9 points.
Okay, so you heal 9 points.
Yay.
Do you write this down or anything?
I'm with you, I know what's
That's-
happening.
That's reliable then.
Yeah.
So how many hit points have you taken now?
Apparently it's 11,161.
That's from before the rest.
Okay.
I had 3 plus 9, so I'm at 12. I'm at 12.
You're at 12?
Yeah.
Well, what did you start off on?
Yeah, I had 16, then you hit me for 13, then I had 3 plus 9 is 12.
Alright, we'll allow it.
I can do simple math.
You're a simple guy. Hayden,
Square root of your habits.
you see Adam just break the surface after Tim has just
Is
took
Tim
a blow.
relatively close to where Adam
About
was?
5 feet away from you.
I'm still
No, he's the other side of the boat from Adam.
I will see Adam resurface and see Tim go and throw the rope to where Tim was being dragged under there instead.
Okay.
And then just try and hold it there. I can't do shit. I ain't getting that.
Throw the rope to Tim.
You resurfaced. And you got near the boat, so I'm like, you don't need to hold it. Was Adam, catch.
Joe.
Me. Okay. Can I figure out where this thing is currently?
You can see Tim down there and he seems to be struggling.
Okay, I'll do the same magic missile
Magic
where
missile.
a water weird would be if
Yep.
it were currently
Alright.
trying to
So roll your damage.
drown Tim. Good damage.
All fours.
13 points of magical force damage.
Again, you hear this and then just sort of goes calm around you. Jim Jar.
Is this working?
Tim would have been behind me, wouldn't he? So I'd have heard a
yes.
splash.
Sploosh.
I'll turn around and
No, but what would Jim Jar do?
yeah, he doesn't know these people.
You
Anymore.
can't get blocked without blue.
These nice people who have been with him for what seems like a very long time.
Couple of months, right?
About a month.
Are we at 2 months yet?
Must be getting there.
We spent,
Getting close.
we spent like a month just in prison.
About a month and a half.
Oh.
We didn't spend a month in prison.
Right, it's been like a week.
Technically
It's
best friends.
2 to 3 weeks.
He'll go with the same again and aim off to the side of Tim.
Okay, disadvantage.
Do not
Tim's
hit.
next to it. Wouldn't that mean it gets
I
advantage?
tell you what,
Sneak
it
attack.
wouldn't.
Sneak attack.
Why is he a rogue?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was you just
Oh,
trying to be.
I'll take it then, so it's 14.
That wouldn't give you advantage. That's not what sneak attack does.
I know, but Tim's next to him, so he'd be
Is he though?
It's not like
No.
sitting adjacent.
14.
You're shooting at an invisible thing that you can't really see. You're just hoping that it's there,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't.
14.
14.
And also, if you remember, sneak attack doesn't work if you have disadvantage on the attack roll. I believe that says it on there. You might not do.
Nope.
I think I made that simpler for my
Yeah.
thing. Anyway, what was it?
14.
Hits.
I'm not sure it's doing any damage though.
4.
It's probably got
Nothing,
resistance to
maybe?
bludgeoning, piercing,
Okay.
slashing of non-magical weapons.
So you see this dart coming towards you, and then just stop right there,
Don't blink.
and then just.
Float.
Jim Joe, you're playing a risky game here, man.
I
Find
don't,
the
Tim.
arrows so we can use
I
it.
don't like
You're
it.
no longer grappled. You're 5 feet from the surface.
I'd like to go up and out.
There's a rope
Okay.
there.
5 feet,
Grab
so
the
that's
rope.
10 feet of movement. You climb a rope and say you get through there with both your.
Yeah.
You're on the boat.
Cool.
I'm on a rope.
What do you want to do? You've got your action and your bonus action.
Did we get out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to grab an oar and try and start to get us away from here.
Okay. Right, so.
We'll start paddling.
Swimming,
Yeah.
Just keep swimming. Make athletics.
You're still in the water, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just leaving.
I am clinging to the side of the boat. I will point that out.
It's natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not really doing much. You've got
Although
3
next
boats
year
that
she's
you're
probably
trying to.
trying to row into
Yeah.
the boat.
Yeah, I've hit the other boat.
He's the only one broke. You just sort of go
Yeah.
in a circle, spinning.
On one side.
Yeah.
We'll confuse it.
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay, the water just sort of splashes over you and just goes back into the water, and you're just there, just like, what the fuck? Adam, you are currently in the water. You see Tim is just trying to.
Yeah. Now I know Tim's out of the water. I'm actually going to climb into the boat.
Okay.
It capsizes.
Right, so I'll say you
don't know why this
get in the boat. That's your action.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to try and paddle like
Right, so
a...
you're going to help as well. Make an athletics. No, sorry, as your move action to get in there. Yeah.
7.
Okay, so you're not making much headway. Hayden,
paddling.
everyone's on the boat now.
We're paddling in opposite directions.
I'm going to help. I'm going to like, as soon as that thing comes past, I'm going to sit down and be like, we're getting the fuck out of here, boys. I'm just going to try and stop.
Okay, athletics.
20 total.
20.
15
Okay,
plus
you actually
5.
start moving.
Oh god.
I'm
Joe,
at the back. I'm going to ready my action to magic missile it if it breaks surface again.
okay.
Don't you have anything like
Jim Joe.
electric-y?
Yeah, ready action to shoot if it hits there.
Okay. Tim.
I'm going to heal myself because I've just realised I need to do that.
Okay.
Don't accidentally die.
Yeah, I'm
please.
going to put my 10 points of lay on hands on
Don't accidentally
myself.
I cast inflict wounds.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that's an action. I can't do anything
Yeah, that's
else
your
now.
action.
Unless bonus action is to row.
No, it's not.
That's a bonus action.
Okay. What's your armor class as Jim Joe?
14.
14. Okay. Comes out the water.
Magic missile.
Firing.
Right. So roll your attack. Roll your damage.
Do high noon. It's
12 points of force.
Okay.
22.
22 hits.
4 points.
Just the amount.
Jim Jar got a kill.
So as this jumps out and it's about there from your face, you close your eyes, fire, and it just explodes.
Salty
Water goes
all
all
over
over you.
me.
It's not salty water. You're not in the sea.
Fresh.
It's just all over you, and your missiles obviously also
They
explode.
helped.
And you'll just sit there for a second, just like, what the fuck?
Well done, Jim Jar. Jim Jar.
Okay, so you go behind, you
useful than
see,
rain was.
you still see that faint light down below.
The one that Joe cast, or
No.
the different one?
No.
We
You
need
can see the light that Joe cast, but
to get out of here.
Yeah,
That light's
keep
still
rowing.
on. Just keep
Just
rowing.
one.
Just keep rowing.
Just one light.
But you never illuminate the boat.
okay.
Good.
So you just keep rowing.
Yeah.
And you head out from this this little stretch of the cavern. Okay.
Oh, that
You keep
was-
going,
Cool.
and it's you start getting a bit tired, and you see shore. So you beach up.
I can't wait for your new movie with Dwayne Johnson.
Oh,
Last and short, coming to cinemas.
I think I need a short
I'm
rest.
to
I
take
think-
some experience off you.
I have
A long rest if we can. Can you? Have you got anything that can like protect us from anything?
I'm working on it. I'm not quite there. Not for another however many experience points we need to level up.
Okay.
You were drawing of a water weird, by the way. I've just seen it in the corner of my eye.
Well, what a weird.
It looks like something. It looks like that. I can't remember where it's from. Like from a Futurama episode where he goes to like, the land of all those water people. It's like you ever go to the other one? This
That's pretty much evil.
That's what it reminds me of.
Okay. So you head over to this the shore, beach yourself up.
What?
Yeah. And you take a rest for the night. Yeah, like you have done several nights now. Okay.
I'm gonna take a short rest and use arcane recovery and then cast mage armor on myself before I go to sleep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then catch me
popping magic
unarmed
pills.
again. Yeah.
You could. Pardon me. You could probably take a short rest while you're still sailing and we're still rowing. Just swap out with people.
Before
That's the plan.
I take some sleep, I'm gonna like just do like a circuit and go through a quick patterns in a corner of my own or something, and then.
Okay. This is actually quite a spacious little beach, so you'll be able to do that easily. While you're doing that, Eldith just comes over and it's like, "Here, what you doing? What's this? Are you a monk?"
Kind of, in a way.
Oh, I had a friend who he went off to a monastery. He learnt how to be a monk.
Really?
Yeah. Where did you train?
On the surface.
Well, I gathered that you're from the surface. Eldith is the dwarf that was with you in the prison.
Yeah. Just from the place that we're from, there's not really a monastery of sorts. It's just, did it to just become better people.
Ah,
Defend ourselves.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's why I became a scout for Gontalgrim. I wanted to try and make the world a little bit safer. Protect it from the shit down here.
So
Not
you-
really done a great fucking job at that, have I?
Well, every dog has a day. Are you into this kind of thing as well?
Hey, it's not for me. I just like having steel in my hands, but if you've got hands of steel, that's...
Nah, not really. I don't feel like I have at the moment, but it's nice to just...
Hey, you'll get there.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'd kind of like to do this on my own.
Hey, you don't mind if I watch though?
Weird, but sure, why not?
Hey. And she just sort of sits there.
That's
She's
fine.
like she's
Alright.
she's washing her hammer. Okay. She's washing her hammer and shield.
Yeah, polishing hammer and shield. For sure.
And she's just sort of like just glancing over to you, just watching as you're doing it.
I would like to bloat a little bit.
Roll a bloat
Bloat
check.
check. What? 15 on bloat.
15. You hear from. I'm guessing you just sort of like leave him in the boat, sort of.
Yeah.
You just hear a.
Bit of a stick, yes.
Oh jeez.
I look over and immediately try to find like the USS Nivet train.
It's just all the gas leaves Graham's body.
The boat just started to move.
Kind of glad
I
I
think we
wasn't.
could hang him off the back, use him as an outboard motor.
I think that was a
Film
one-time.
with Daniel Radcliffe. I was a Swiss Army man.
Please do never mention that film.
Daniel Radcliffe stars as a farting corpse. This is a real film.
Yeah, it is.
Things went downhill.
Daniel Radcliffe in his best role ever.
Yeah. Sure.
Things went downhill after we left the school of witchcraft.
Kind of glad I wasn't around for when he did that.
I went to school of witchcraft and
No.
Alright. So
Farting corpse.
what are you guys doing?
Maybe that's his soul coming
Sort of
out.
like wind down from this. You're doing
Has
your
a soul?
patterns. What are you doing, Baker?
I am sitting on a beach contemplating my own mortality.
Go on. Okay. Are you doing anything while you're doing it, or are you literally just like staring into space?
Cutting his wrists.
I'm just laying down on a beach enjoying not being drowned by the water.
Okay. So as you're there, you just sort of like sat there, just watching the gentle lapping. You can still see relatively well. It's still dim, but you can see because of the phaserus. You're just watching like the lapping of the water across the shore. Make an intelligence check for me.
6.
6. Okay. Yeah. Everything seems normal to you.
Okay then.
So the water coming back and forth from the shore. You sort of like, after a while, just put your head back, close your eyes, and your mind is still going, and you're still thinking, and your brain is it's sort of like, you can feel the ground beneath you talking to you. Not in any kind of language that you understand, and not really in any sort of like verbal language or anything like that. You feel it communicating with you, and you feel just your consciousness just expand. It just expands for miles and miles, and as it does, you feel. You just get this feeling like you did when you were at the crossroads in the dream sequence.
Yeah.
You just have this feeling like you've got a choice, and you can feel, again without words, but you feel the world around you just talking to you and saying, just like, before you lies a choice. How will you aid your allies and your world? Will you hunt your foes, or slay the foes of a nation? Will you befriend the beasts of this land? Do creatures of other worlds satisfy your taste? Or will you skulk in the shadows to help your friends in the light? I would like you to level your character up, please.
Oh, yay.
And choose your Ranger archetype from the 5 possible choices that you have, which are Hunter, Beastmaster, Horizon Walker, Monster Slayer, and Gloomstalker.
Okay then.
Okay, I'll let you do that now.
Oh good. Can someone lend me a pencil?
Why do you not have a pencil? Is that why you were doing mental maths?
It's all right.
Yeah, I lost it.
There's
God's
pencils
sake, Christ.
and you
Should have put in
give
blood.
us a place
No
of
pencil.
How
Okay.
much blood do you think I have?
Okay. Joe, what are you doing?
That's the plan.
I'm going to ritual cast detect magic and have a look around, make sure there's not any invisible magic things
Okay.
anywhere.
You cast detect magic,
Yes.
and you get just this overwhelming sense of magic all around you,
Magic.
and it takes a while, and you panic a little bit because it's all there, but then you think
It's just the
this is probably the
phase
phaserus
Damn it.
that's around you, but
Jamming my
that
senses.
seems to be the only sort of magical thing that you notice.
Okay.
Other than I don't think you've got any potions left, have you? Actually, no.
I don't even got
So
anything magic. Unless anything secretly magical that we don't know.
No, you don't have anything secretly magical.
Examine all the NPCs, make sure they're not holding out on us.
Okay.
Work on the spells.
So as you're looking around, though, you do see a doorway.
Oh,
Familiar doorway.
don't recognise this doorway.
You do.
Okay, I'll let everyone know I'm going through the magic doorway. I'll be back in a bit.
None of you hear him say
Yeah,
this.
I'm one way over the other side, so I'll be here.
So you go through the doorway.
Yep.
Where's Joe gone?
There you see a familiar figure sat at a desk.
Hey-oh!
Oh god.
Yes, Joseph.
Hey, remember my name? I still don't know yours.
That's right, you don't.
No. Gotcha.
What can I do for you?
I'd like some more spells, please.
Well, you know where they are.
Alright then.
Just put the books back when you're finished.
Will do.
And you know the main rule.
Do I?
Yeah.
refresh my memory.
Don't forget your library.
This place is a secret and nobody else knows about it.
Yes, keep it secret, keep it safe.
My track was 15 seconds
Go
ago
on.
when Joe's like, toodaloo!
Which doorway are you going through?
I'll go through the old abjuration doorway.
Right, so as you go through there, there's another figure there.
Well,
I'd say it was moderately tall, maybe 6 foot, maybe just under.
okay.
Or sort of that height.
So you're on the other side of the doorway, or?
Yeah, he's in there just perusing the books. A bald head, sort of goatee beard, long blue robes.
Okay.
And he's just there, doesn't pay any attention to you. And you carry on looking for books?
Yeah,
I
I'll
suppose?
give him a kind of cursory evening or morning, midday.
He just looks
Does
at
time exist here?
he looks at you and just. He just sort of looks at you with curiosity for a
Okay.
second. And then just and shrugs and carries on what he was doing.
Okay, I'll go searching for spells.
Okay.
And I'll ask him, haven't got any scrolls for sale, trade, maybe?
I don't trade in scrolls, young boy.
Do you trade in anything?
I have no need for it.
Fairly. I'm Joe, by the way.
Charmed.
Does no one here have names? Is
Of
that
course we do. You must have heard of me.
I probably have. Are you... Wait, don't tell me. Wait, no. Yes, I've heard of you.
Good. So which of my spells are your favourite?
The protective ones, the ones that with the stopping. You know, the
You haven't heard of me, have you?
I've probably heard of some of your spells, but I'm from out of...
He puts his hand out and he goes, Modern Kynan.
I love your works. Your work with that fellow. He writes nonsense, doesn't he? Oh, what a charlatan! Safe.
Good save.
he's just there. It's like, so how long have you been coming here?
About 2 levels. Like 43 days or however long it's been.
The reason I ask is because this is a very exclusive library.
I gathered.
Who helped you in here in the first place?
Unsurprisingly, they didn't really volunteer their names to us. Tall, angelic. There's a red one, I think.
I
Ring
know
bells?
all the wizards of all the lands, of all the worlds.
Really? Isn't a door out here going to have
Well, I should let me reiterate. I know all the wizards of all the lands of all the worlds who are worth knowing.
Ah, of course.
Doctor Strange.
The only way into this library is if someone who already comes to this library aids you
I
and
see.
shows you the way.
Okay. I had the feeling that these were higher planar entities, quite a bit higher than most.
You see, when you start learning the ways, as I have, as my colleagues have, the higher planar beings that you're talking about aren't really that higher.
Ah, I see.
So that can't be the way. You must have been let in here by one of the trusted.
Quite possibly.
But you don't know who it was.
I don't, I'm afraid. Like the friendly librarian chap, they did not volunteer a name.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Well, I have work to be doing in Greyhawk, so I will see you
Have fun.
you around.
Quite
Enjoy.
possibly.
And he sort of leaves, and you see him go and talk to the librarian for a bit, and then look over to you.
Like good looking or like squinting?
Curious looking.
Oh.
And then he sort of shrugs and just waves his hand and disappears. I would like you to level up your character.
Hooray!
Okay. So Tim, what are you
Faithful
doing?
hound as well,
I see
isn't
you.
it?
Yeah, Mordenkainen's faithful hound. Magnificent
Um,
action.
Is that second one?
I'm going to go over to Graham.
Yes.
I'm going to relieve him of 2 short swords.
Yep.
That he
I
has.
thought you were just going to relieve him.
Yeah,
Oh,
short swords. And also, I'm going to take his coin purse. But I'm not going to take any money out of it.
Right.
What did you have? 8? Well, I took 2 gold and left them on the eyes. I'm going to leave them there.
10 and 6.
So they've got 8 gold, 6 silver. And then I'm just going to go back onto shore and just go into like a meditative like state where I'm just praying to whoever is going to listen.
So you go there and you sort of reach out to this mysterious woman in red that you've seen several times, and it takes a while, and you sort of just your mind begins to wander a little bit, and then you see her standing out on top of the water, and you sort of nod your head, and as you look up, she's directly in front of you, and looking down at you, the light behind her again. She says, "It is time, my champion."
I've made my choice.
Then swear it.
I will. But
Will
first,
you?
who am I swearing to?
I stand before you.
I need a name.
You're swearing to me.
Who are you?
Your faith should be enough, or your oath will be meaningless.
Fine. I'm
Just
ready.
know that you are of my blood.
I'm ready.
Swear to me your oath.
I will bring the drow to their knees. They will become to fear me. Those that bend the knee, I will rule over. Those that don't, will lay in waste. I will rule this kingdom in your name, whether they like it or not.
And I will have to say.
She nods her head and smiles and says, "My champion, you will rule this land." And she pulls out a sword.
I take a knee.
You are already on your knees, and in her hand, it ignites.
Panic, Tim. Panic.
And
Have you got a flame? Oh.
set you on fire, apparently.
That would panic.
Thought she was going to
Rise, Paladin.
Arise.
You have
More ways
sworn
than
to
one.
me your oath that you will conquer. Now, the tenets of this oath.
You could also pick from them as well.
It is not enough to merely defeat an enemy in battle. Your victory must be so overwhelming that your enemy's will to fight is shattered forever. A blade can end a life. Fear can end an empire. You will douse the flame of hope. Once you have conquered, tolerate no dissent. Your word is law. Those who obey it shall be favoured. Those who defy it shall be punished as an example to all who might follow. You will rule with an iron fist. You shall rule until a stronger one arises. Then you must grow mightier and meet the challenge, or fall to your own ruin. Strength above all. Rise. Come to me, my
Right,
child.
go to her.
And she embraces you
Mhm.
and then disappears. I'd like you to level up your character with the Oath of Conquest.
Oh dear.
Let's get this guy so.
What do you mean, Andy?
That's a well as that. No, it's not.
Graham,
Dead. Yes.
Rest in peace.
you wake up in a green meadow. The sun shines bright above you, and the smell of wildflowers fills your nose. In fact, let me change the music on this to not cavern.
There's a pleasant meadow.
This is summer day in the forest.
Hey, lovely.
It's got a
Hayden, you got the book?
Okay.
The sound class.
That's fine.
Thank you.
What's
If
the page is
if
that?
you want, I've got it here.
11. Oh, it's alright.
You couldn't have done that before.
So, the sound of the smell of wildflowers fills your nose. You hear the sound of birdsong and children's laughter. As you get to your feet, you're greeted by an elderly man. Welcome. My name is William. It's a pleasure to meet you. You see the old man standing before you has a golden shimmer around him, and as you look around, so too do many others, as well as people with silver shimmers. Come, let me show you out around. What's your name?
Shimmer.
You have a silver shimmer.
Must be a low level class shimmer.
What's your name?
I'm Graham. Where are we?
This, and he sort of like turns you around, and you see just this massive mountain that goes past the clouds and further up. He goes, this is Mount Celestia.
That sounds important and holy.
Yes, yes. Your life, unfortunately, has come to an end, but your afterlife begins here. Paradise.
Can I choose my own paradise? Because big open spaces, I don't like that. Can I have some?
He just sort of like looks and he's like, wow.
Literally goes to heaven. Yeah, I don't like it.
What else you got?
Where's the VR?
Unfortunately, this is where your soul has been sent. It means that you must have been a good person.
It's been a cloud
Saucer
cloud.
catch.
Sorry, do they hear the laughter through like interdimensional?
What catch?
There's always a catch. There's got to be a catch.
No catch. This is heaven.
So the last month of my life, which I experienced, that was all real, right?
Well, the last however many years of your life that you've
I mean,
experienced.
being in what could I only assume is another dimension, another plane of existence.
Well, there are many planes of existence. Right now, you're on a different one. Your soul, or shall I say, your soul is on a different one. You will learn in time of the different planes. You have eternity here.
That's going to get boring fast.
Aye. Let me show you around. And he begins to show you around Mount Celestia. You see the grand plaza of Mount Celestia, which is this huge open walkway that ends in this big cathedral in front of the mountain. He introduces you to various people No, he's like, oh, this is Sebastian, this is Cassandra, this is blah blah, you know, and it feels like by the time the afternoon comes, it feels like you've been there for a century. But not because it's been dragging, but just because time here seems to be a little strange. But it feels like you've been there a century, but also feels like you've
Been there 2 seconds.
Yeah. So it's up and down like that. And he says, just because your life is over doesn't mean that you have to stop living. You're still a person. Your soul lives on. You can spend eternity doing whatever you please. And in the plaza you see that there are, you know, loads of different things. It looks like a normal city, except everyone has this like gold or silver shimmer. And you see angels, you know, huge green skinned angels with brilliant white wings. Others just seem to have like this pearlescent marble skin to them, and they seem to be looking around. You see children coming up to one of these green skinned ones, and he's turning them into adults, essentially. You know, this is what you should have been if your life hadn't been cut short. So, you know, you see children with silver, you see older people with gold shimmers, you know, everything's around. There seems to be a lot to do. It's like you can spend eternity here and not do everything that is here.
What can you tell me of I'm assuming, divine entity, a woman in red, guy in a black hooded cloak, a Gandalf looking guy. There's a couple of others as well.
What's a Gandalf?
Guy in a grey hood. Speaks with a English accent.
What's English?
Clearly you don't know anything then, do you?
I never claimed I did. Ask for a refund.
Are you familiar with all the high-ups?
All the high-ups.
The people in charge, the gods.
You got the gods. I'm familiar with many of them, but there are countless gods.
Are there any around here?
Yes. Although they won't exactly be what you expect.
So no ladies in red there.
Unless you're talking of the Red Knight.
What do they look like?
I mean, she is notoriously in red armour.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Does she hang around with anyone?
The gods don't exactly hang around. You need to get your mind straight when it comes to the gods. They are not mortal, as you or I. They do not spend their days doing things to learn trade or to have fun or anything like that. They are pure entities. They take on a humanoid guise just to prevent us from going mad when we witness them.
See, the thing I take issue with is I was living a semi-normalish okay life on one dimensional plane of existence, to all of a sudden be basically kidnapped by, I can only assume, this woman and some of her friends, to be thrown into a world which I consider to be a game, to then die. They have changed the destiny of my life. Really? I think they owe me a few answers.
I'm sure they would. It's unlikely that the Red Knight would kidnap a person.
Well, I saw them in a strange, weird dream sequence, which afterwards I seemed to awoke with some powers I didn't have before. And, you know, the whole from another dimensional plane taken from one to another. That's the sort of thing they do, right?
The wills of the gods are unknown to mortal minds.
Yeah. They dropped a few hints from what I heard them saying. They seem to be along the lines of, we need these people to sort out some of our problems. And if they need me to sort out some of their problems, me being here is not going to be sorting out their problems.
No. Very much so. But that'd be why you've got a silver shimmer.
What's that mean?
You see, I died of old age, surrounded by those that loved me.
Unfinished business, then? Unfinished business?
No. I died of old age,
No, I
surrounded
mean,
by
does
those
that,
that loved
for
me.
gold you have... For
Hmm?
gold, does gold mean you don't have unfinished business, silver mean you do?
No, the gold means that I died a natural death. My life was not cut short. I cannot be brought back, save for the most powerful magics. But then I wouldn't want to. I have nothing left to offer the world. I instead am here.
So
It's very possible that you may be brought back.
I'm guessing that's not something I can do from this end. I have to sit around and wait for someone
Unfortunately not.
down or up there or across there to do it.
Hmm. For the time being, you are here. And you, as much as you seem to loathe paradise, must try your best to enjoy it.
Well, take a look around.
Okay, so you take a look around, and again, it feels like a century, and also it feels like a day. But you talk to people, they start showing you things and how to do things and all this, like little abilities, you know, aiding you and things, all that. So I would like you to level up your character with whichever college you want to go to as a bard, because they're all here. Okay.
I look around for... see if there's a few people playing around with swords anywhere, and I'll go there and watch what they're doing.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty. You'll find some. All right.
Go to a gladiatorial match and see.
So you go and do that. Can I just, for the record though, go and say that only Graham would be pissed off that he got to fucking paradise.
Also, is the reason why he's got a gold shimmer, does that mean he gets access to
He's got
Xbox games
silver.
early?
He's got silver.
So he
he
can play multiplayer online, you can't.
That's why I can't go.
You can't get games on demand just yet.
Yeah. Okay. So you all find your rest. You all.
Sorry, yeah.
We've all taken something from that.
I'll just see, just refreshing my memory.
So you all find your rest. You all go to sleep. Obviously, watches are set up in place. Who's taking first watch?
I'll carry on just still.
Okay. Right. So after a while, you get a little tired, and you decide to just take a seat.
Yeah.
Take
Perception
second
check.
17.
17. Okay.
No perception.
So your watch comes to an end. Tim takes the second watch. But as you go and tell Hayden that you're going to take him off, he seems to be just staring into space. You see just a flash of purple in his eyes.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to walk away. Seen
Hayden,
that before.
Hello.
you find yourself in the jungle with Tula meditating.
Mm.
Without opening her eyes, she says, "Many paths lie ahead of you, but one goal. What do you fight for? The world? Your family? Perhaps you fight for a god or nature? Or do you just like fighting?"
See, normally I would say cheekily, yes, all of the above. But in this short period of time I have been here, I have to seriously reevaluate my options, and as such, the pantheons are seen as much more real here. Sorry, I'll stop eating my M&Ms and talk to you properly. If the pantheons are seen as much more real here, then why not try to dip into their favour? I've been thinking about it a lot the past few days. I presume, past few days, and I feel like I'm going to consult one to be a champion of their favour. I have tattoos and all that sort of thing, which kind of follows, I suppose, the path that I'm going, and I'm big on the whole warrior thing and their path of honour, loyalty, integrity, and I feel like for however long I'm going to be here for, be it indefinitely, then I'm going to need aid in this, so I will consult the Pantheon and I will be the best champion I can be for them. I have a few in mind, but one sticks out to me the most, more so because it ticks all the right boxes for me.
She stands up and she walks over to one of these stones, the spirit stones. She kneels in front, sings a song, and the spirit of a young shield maiden emerges from the stone. This is Sigrid. She is your ancestor. She will aid you in battle. She also followed the gods. Choose wisely which god you will follow.
Just out of interest, I've seen when I've been here before that you, through devotion or dedication either way, but is there a particular god that you follow?
For another time.
Then perhaps maybe can you guide me one more time as to who to maybe steer clear from and who would best aid me? Or are you just going to let me go balls out and I'm going to learn my way either way? I'm going to learn my way on that, okay.
At this, you see in her this tenderness that you haven't seen from her before. She puts her hand on your shoulder and then her hand on your heart and says, trust. Don't trust a god. You don't need to. You trust here. You wake up in the cabin.
Am I still stood up?
No, you
Oh,
sat down
yeah,
at this
that's
point.
right, yeah. Okay.
I'd like you to level your character up. I take it you've gone Path of the Zealot.
That's what I was going for, yeah. Might have to change my choice of god now, maybe.
Well, what god were you thinking?
Tempest.
Hmm?
Tempest. Chaotic neutral, god of war. And I was like, you don't need a god, be nice. I'm like, great spells.
You didn't say, she didn't say, no, I don't need a god, be nice. She just said, trust yourself.
Yeah, she never actually said be nice.
After everyone is leveled up, so fun times for everyone. You have Hall, however, taken a rest.
Mm-hmm.
I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw except for Graham.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Ah!
Come on. Oh no, it's not too bad.
I'll take that, that's fine.
13.
18.
11.
Joe, 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get the dice, hang on.
Alright.
What do you get, Hayden?
18.
Yeah, that's fine. Graham,
I'm doing really
you're
well
not.
with
You don't need to.
Nation of you.
Tim,
11. Hang on. 3.
And Adam.
4.
Oh shit.
Right, I would like Adam, Joe, and Tim to roll.
3.
Okay. So Tim,
I'm sorry to pay.
you are just paralysed for some time.
10 minutes.
6 minutes.
Oh.
Joe,
I've got below 50, just.
yeah, but what is it?
For 49.
49. You just stop babbling, and it's not normal speech, so you can't even cast spells or anything like that.
You sound like Shusha.
For 4 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm babbling at Tim, that's why you're paralysed. I'm like, you're going to go 2 minutes.
You do whatever you.
rap god from a minute.
You do whatever anyone tells you to do that isn't obviously self-destructive.
Okay then.
Drown yourself.
I'm going to go. How is that not obviously self-destructive?
So can you have this permanently? I'll smash his head in.
So, what you'll do when, Hayden, you wake up and he's just babbling nonsense. He's just like sort of staring in space, just
I'm
seeing into
giggling
himself.
like a little bitch because of Joe. Alright, Joe?
Dangling over the
I didn't know you spoke Dutch.
Hemeth is just like, okay, we need to go.
Right. Cliff, you've got to. Let's pick.
You've made a terrible
Every
mistake.
time you do it, Joe, I keep thinking I'm mishearing you. So, right. You all get on your boats. These effects wear off.
Oh.
I know.
Anyway, as we've been trying to say, does anyone have a copper piece? Anybody?
Yes.
Why?
No.
I can stop Graham from smelling any worse. I'll figure that
I'll
out.
hand him a copper piece.
Oh.
Okay, I'll pop it on and cast Gentle Repose.
Gentle repose.
Yes.
I'll be gentle.
So for the next
No,
10
no.
days, you're not going to
Joe,
get
that's
any more.
gentle repo. The repo men are coming. They're coming for that copper piece.
Oh no. I put Gentle Pose, his body just goes like...
Okay, so
Yeah. Oh, no.
you'll get on the boats.
2 copper pieces, sorry, 1 on each eye. Anyone got to change for these 2 copper pieces?
I've only got gold, but that doesn't make it better. Does that mean that's 100 days?
No.
The as you're sailing away on these boats, the Phaserus.
Shit, did I just open your drink?
Took his drink.
Oh,
Oh.
my bad.
The Phaserus gives way to this
No, Tim, don't give it back. Conquest! Conquest!
fluorescent moss on the sides of the cabin. That seems to be where the light is coming from.
It's just there. Oh, everyone have got them.
You'll, it's a couple of days sailing. You stop off on various beaches and islands and things like that.
Make sure to cast Mage Armour every
What
time
do you
before I go to
guys? What do you guys do on these little journeys that'll be like a couple of days at a time?
We're just we're just on a lake, aren't we?
Does that spell use up the copper piece, or can you reuse the copper piece each time?
It says material, pinch of salt, 1 copper piece placed on each of the corpse's eyes, which must remain there for the duration. So I assume they just stay there. It doesn't say
No,
that.
that's cool. So,
That lasts for 10 days, so it's gone.
oh, sweet.
Actually, it's copper.
So you keep going. So again, what are you guys doing during this period?
Trying to rediscover any form of personal hygiene.
Mm.
I mean, literally, I am bathing as often as possible.
Okay.
In
The water.
You're beginning to feel a little cold as well because you still haven't got a shirt on.
I mean, I thought we established
Yeah,
you had
he's got
clothes.
leather armour.
I have
Yes,
that
the
studded
leather.
leather armour.
Yeah, okay, that's really comfortable without anything underneath.
you are
Shirt
full
cock
drafts
in it.
right now, like my nipples.
Still in a We're not in the cabin anymore.
Yay! Oh.
We're free!
Oh.
I don't know. We're just travelling on the lake, aren't
Just
we?
chatting. Well, I'm going to tell who's in our boat. It's her.
It's me, you.
Yeah, and what's the name? I'll consult my
Ginger.
memory.
Hemeth.
Hemeth. I'll explain to him the plot of all, what are we on, 8 Star Wars films.
He's like, so sorry.
Jar Jar.
How do they fly these? So they're on ships.
Well, I don't suppose you heard of Spelljammer helms. Is that, have they been around now?
I don't know what you're on about.
Okay, well, up, beyond the air, among the stars.
Among the what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's not from the
He's got
surface.
no frame of reference for this, has he?
No.
Oh boy! Imagine a lake of void, of nothingness.
Pretty much like
He
this
just looks
place.
over and he's like, hey.
Yeah. Kind of like in that.
Okay. How do they breathe?
Oh, it's all self-contained. It's got its own air supply,
Right.
and
And what do they still have to row?
No.
no, it's self-propelled magic engines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they've got these 4 wands on the tips of each wing that shoot
Lasers.
scorching rays.
Lasers.
Yeah.
All right. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, anyway. So and the big ship comes in. So pew, 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 pew.
Oh, these scorching rays.
Yeah,
Right.
scorching rays. And then all of a sudden, the big ship, the Star Destroyer comes. It's like,
Star Destroyer. Does
Yeah.
it destroy stars?
No, it's just a name.
yeah.
But why is it called a Star Destroyer if it doesn't destroy stars?
It's like a big boat's a destroyer, right? This is the destroyer that sails amongst the stars. Doesn't destroy the stars.
It's
You
just
probably
a
don't have
name.
navies down here much, do you?
I mean, we've got the odd Durgar boat, but we haven't really got a navy because we haven't really got a large body of water. The
No
Dark
warships.
Lake itself isn't really. You can't get big boats through it.
It's just a name. It's a bit like Death Star.
Yeah, exactly. That comes later.
Yeah.
So does the Star Destroyer defeat the Death Star?
No, that's
No, they're
part
on the
of
same side. They're the evil empire. That I'm sure you can understand.
Oh, aye,
Big
yeah,
evil empire.
aye,
They're all humans. They're super racist. We don't like them. Obviously, they're the bad guys.
Ah.
Anyway, they're chasing
You
on
say
this
that.
other boat.
So
There's a
you guys are in
princess.
an empire as well.
No,
Well-
we're in a kind of
technically. We're more
it's
of a kingdom.
capitalist, socialist democracy of sorts.
We're more of a kingdom.
Technically, we have a queen.
You have a queen.
Yeah.
Do you have a king?
No,
No, we have a.
We have a
prince
royal family.
consort? Is
Yeah.
that the right term?
King consort is actually called.
queen.
Oh,
So you,
Queen-
so you guys are like
Queen.
the Drow.
No, we're not.
No,
we're
we're
not
not
purely
quite.
matriarchal.
Okay.
But
we have a government of
Yeah.
sorts.
oh boy.
But we're gonna, this is going to get technical.
Anyway, let me tell you about this thing called Brexit.
Do I overhear this? Please let me overhear this.
Yeah, go on.
That's it.
Are
Are you
Yeah.
chiming in?
He just wanted to know if he heard it. That's all.
Anyway, I'll bore him with politics
Okay.
for like the next how long we're
Couple of days.
Couple of
I'm
days.
not allowed to talk
Yeah.
to
next
my
year.
politics while we're on camera.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Joe. So I'm just like,
Literally.
You have no choice but to.
I'm just joining.
Okay,
trying
Hayden, what are you doing?
So I'm with.
You're literally with
Bubido
Graham's
and
body
Graham's
and
body.
Bubido.
I want to be
And
like.
Stull.
I want to be at the back of the actual boat and kind of like doing the rowing, and I want to be talking to myself quiet enough that only really my own ears can hear it. I don't want him to be able to hear me.
Okay. He's at the front of the boat anyway. so-
Yeah.
And he's muttering to himself
Yeah,
anyway.
and I just
so
wanna be-
You're fine.
Who is?
Bubido.
Saying that sort of out into the ether, waiting for the response that I want, but I want to be saying things that I don't wish to suffer silently. I want to learn, endure, and overcome. I don't want to give up what I love, but I want to find them in what I'm going to have to do, whether that means starting a war or becoming something I'm not, and just kind of really just
Make
finding
perception.
and searching.
All that shit. 14.
You, as you're doing this, you sort of like talking to yourself, and you're just like, no, it's just crazy what am I doing? And you sort of like, and then you just sort of look over, and you see just standing on the top of water, lit from behind, just this woman in red armour. And you sort of like, just, and then you sort of like look again, and she's not there.
Mr. Steel Girl.
Cool. Upon not recognition, but upon seeing that I know that something's working, I'm a bit taken back to I've never actually seen anything like that, and just gonna shut up.
I would like to not decompose anymore for the next 10 days.
Roll a
Don't
decompose
need
check.
to, because there's
You have advantage.
Make a nature roll.
Try as you might, I would let you decompose.
Try as you might, your arms are all attached.
Trust point, how many days since he died between then and the spell casting?
That would be.
Like, not long, was it?
Not long.
Well, it was only like a day.
Sweet, so he's still within range of most resurrection spells.
Rigor mortis would have set in though.
Yeah.
another 2 days sort of thing.
That and the really big fart.
Which technically shouldn't have happened yet.
It's the bad humour's escaping, it's fine.
Yeah.
At least. Joe didn't
Sorry,
use any
I don't
fo-
have an expert knowledge of corpses.
No.
Baker.
Amateurs.
At least Joe didn't cast any kind of fire, because that would have been.
Just ignite.
Hey guys, what's that going to do?
Fireball!
I just had a very terrible idea.
No.
So, Adam, you are on a boat with Eldith and Jimjar.
Okay.
What are you doing while you're sailing for a couple of days? Who's this?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
After about an hour, you get a punch in the cock.
Yes. By a water weird.
Yeah, I probably deserve that.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm just literally going to sing tunelessly to myself.
Every time you open your mouth to sing tunelessly, you get a punch in the cock.
Can I hum without getting cock shot?
Is it in tune?
No.
No, then.
I suppose I might as well ask how they're doing.
Well, we're currently sailing on a huge underground lake towards a city full of grey dwarfs.
Is there a difference?
Do I fucking look like a grey dwarf?
I don't know what a grey dwarf looks like.
Like Hemeth?
It's a great dwarf.
Oh.
Duergar?
Alright. So you're not a doer guy.
Do I fucking look like a Duergar?
We just had this conversation now. I don't know what goes on down here. Dwarves are dwarves. I have a feeling that shouldn't have been said.
Do I hear this? I'm not going to intervene, I just want to
Do I hear this?
No, because you're on the front boat, he's on the back boat. She's just like, she is not talking to you now. And Ginger's like, hey, you're a dick.
What? I don't know what difference between dwarves. I mean, why don't dwarves like grey dwarves?
There's a long fucking story.
Does it look like I have anywhere else to be?
He just sort of like looks to Eldith, and Eldith's just like, and Jim's just like, okay, so grey dwarfs were dwarves at one point, then they got trapped under in the Underdark, experimented on by mind flayers, you know, the big tentacly motherfuckers.
Davy Jones love brood. Go on.
Okay, and then eventually they managed to break free from their slavery, thanks to some grey dwarf called Laduga. And ever since then, because they felt Moradin had betrayed them, and towards this eldest, like, Moradin never fucking betrayed them. They're no longer fucking dwarves. And he goes, yeah, well, whatever. Since then, they've had kind of like this hatred for dwarves because of Moradin.
Right.
Now they worship Laduga.
Okay. I assume Martin and Laduga are gods or something.
Well, Laduga is now, yeah.
Okay. Is now.
He was originally a Grey Dwarf,
Okay.
and then was granted godhood somehow.
So that's the thing. There's gods.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
the gods exist.
Ah,
Of course the gods exist.
I should introduce you to the Pope.
Is he a god?
No, he is not.
Why are you introducing me to the Pope?
Because he's like God's emissary, because it's still a majorly debated thing that people don't really believe in God where I'm from.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, you don't have the gods where you're from?
We have a God.
You have a god?
Yep.
God singular?
Yep.
What's he called?
God.
That's really...
They were having a day off when they named him, I don't know.
Okay.
It's in the Bible.
What's a Bible?
Like a holy book.
It's just a
Oh,
story
okay.
that's gone out of hand.
Wow.
It's a big book. Burning bushes. Dividing oceans. Death to the firstborns. All the good stuff.
You come from a really fucked up place.
I have not even explained BDSM to you yet.
What the fuck is that?
Meanwhile,
Close.
Meanwhile,
It's a driving school, isn't it?
on the front boat, you just hear Jim Jones going, "Oh, I know what that is," and then
Joe's like,
okay,
We will just have permanently
So-
scarred these people. What's happened done?
they live in the Underdark. You can't score.
Challenge accepted.
They the day comes on. You think, all right, it's time to rest, and you see this island.
Convenient and lucky.
Yeah.
Let's rest there.
What's on the island?
It's just like you've been on an island before.
Rocky
It's
I know.
just there's nothing. It's just
Is there
a rocky
tree?
island. You're underground too.
There could be an underground tree.
There could be, but there isn't.
Okay.
underground mushrooms.
So you pull up on this island.
There's tree mushrooms. Are there any mushrooms on the island?
There's not. It's just a rock,
Oh.
essentially.
How rock-like is this rock?
There's like one big rock and then just small. It's like a stony beach around it.
Okay, let me change my question.
Hey, man.
What is the chances that this island is secretly some sort of monster that's going to try and kill us? Is that an answer?
100%.
Make a nature check.
I'd like to do my
You've got nature,
divine
haven't you?
sense.
Yes.
Don't fuck up.
17.
Oh.
Was that an answer? Was that a non-answer?
Yeah, you look at this rock and you see that there's one little protrusion that looks like the sleeping head of a giant turtle,
Let's not stop here.
and
You should totally
the rock itself you see looks like a sort of like an abstract shell.
Of some sort of demon prince.
And as you look at it, you swear it's just a fucking rock.
Okay then.
No, I've read about this. No.
It's just a
Okay.
I'm staying in the boat.
We'll befriend the island and it will...
You're staying in the boat.
I'm staying in the boat.
It's actually a dragon turtle.
Yeah, it's a small one though.
Yeah, do they live in the Underdark?
If it gets flushed and it's a baby,
From the surface.
Yeah.
I swear there's dragon turtles that live in the Underdark.
Gets adopted by a giant rat.
Oh, there are 4 of them.
Teenage mutant.
Turtles.
Learns kung fu.
No. The other 3 are turtles. It's just one of them's a dragon turtle.
He's adopted.
Leonardo's the leader. Why? Because he's 50 foot tall.
We got
Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello.
He's the special one.
Godzilla is the 4th Ninja Turtle.
But he's still got the band that goes across his eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
Impressive.
just like,
To protect their own identity.
It's just like several bits of bedding that have just been attached together.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'd like to do my divine
So-
sense
yeah.
whilst
Okay.
we're here.
Is it a holy dragon turtle?
Do I detect any fiend, celestial, or undead within 60 feet of me?
You sure don't,
Oh, good. Everything's cool. We're safe.
That's a
because
shame.
dragon turtles are technically dragons.
I know.
I want to
I thought
become a
Windows-
fiend blip on the radar. Like, that's it.
I mean, you still have like there's still that underlying sense of fiend all around you,
Oh yeah.
and just that blip of celestial and fiend that's a little bit stronger, but still not enough to register as anything that's worthwhile.
Cool.
Same as you felt before.
We're all right for the time being.
Nice.
Cowabunga.
I'm going to do my usual cast mage armour and then Rich will cast detect magic. See if there's any magic on this island.
No,
This is an entirely
except for the
mundane
giant
island.
living rock.
That's magical. Is it a construct?
It's not. It's a rock.
So transformer
Just-
just
it's
transforms
just
into
a
a
rock.
rock.
That's the
Yeah, and you're on the boat.
I'm staying on the boat.
Can we ride this rock all the way to where we're supposed to be
It
going?
doesn't seem to be going very fast.
It's an island.
Can we put a motor on it?
That's not how islands work.
You just press Graham's
Yeah.
like belly.
It is moving, but only about like a centimetre per million years,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
We got time to waste, right?
It would probably erode away from water erosion before it actually moves anywhere.
Why are you still on the boat?
It's a turtle.
No, it's not.
This.
It's
What?
not a turtle. You know that it's not a turtle. It just looks. It looks like a deformed turtle.
It's a deformed turtle.
It's not going to do
How
it.
many
What?
magnets have you got right now? This is out of character.
But my character is me.
So you're bed down to rest for the night.
Yeah, suspiciously.
Anyone taking it? It's all lit up by this moss, and there's moss all over this rock as well. This fluorescent moss.
I'll take a watch.
You take a watch.
I'll take a watch.
You take a watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So
take one of the
roll your
watches with
perception
someone.
check first.
14.
14.
Natural 20.
Okay. Well, Tim's was first.
Mm.
So.
Fuck you.
Bless you.
Tim,
Yes. No.
you start hearing like the fish
Oh god.
going around and everything like that.
Oh, good. Hey, dude, how's it going?
And then as you're just looking around, like a fish head just lands at your feet, like it's been bitten clean off.
I look up.
You look up, nothing. Just like the
Fish.
cabin room, more moss, fungus,
He just landed at my feet. Did it come out of the water?
feels wet.
I'm not touching it.
It looks wet. What's your armor class?
15.
15.
I'll
A
back
huge
away.
manta ray,
Never mind.
I was literally
Like-
about to ask you things. I was like, hey,
like you saw in Sloobladog,
Herald of
comes
Little
out
Booger.
and attacks Adam in the boat.
so I was going to ask you something.
You're still asleep at the minute.
I was on a watch with Tim.
Oh, you're on a watch
Yeah.
with Tim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you see it as well.
Yeah. Last minute, I was like, hey, Tim.
I just thought you were
no, I was
on the second
watching
one.
him. I wanted to
No,
tell
second
Tim.
watch.
you were the second watch.
It's like, hey, Tim, fish head.
I was happy in the boat.
This can wait.
Minding my own business.
I like stood on the rock. Do we help Baker?
I don't know.
You
What's
wouldn't
the
ask that. Let's just be
Giant manta
realistic.
ray. Fair enough.
If we do, should we loot everything he's got and take everything out of his pocket?
So
Agreed.
I don't have anything.
this manta ray comes out and attacks you.
Yes.
Don't do
So
Steve
you
Irwin.
Too soon.
It would
you
like-
take
Actually, when did
4 points of damage as this huge manta ray just. Well, it's actually small. Like size wise, it's small.
Like a normal, regular, everyday
Yeah.
manta.
But with like sharp teeth.
Ooh.
And it just like attacks you. It's like fuck.
I haven't got anything
It's sort of
ranged.
just currently just sort of like
I
attached to you, and then it just like takes a chunk out and jumps back in the water.
can't really do anything in the water.
No, I can't.
my response is fuck.
I haven't got anything ready.
And then
so I
you
can't-
see where your blood is in the water, it just starts churning with more and more of these manta rays.
You
Looking
still want to
things.
stay in the boat?
You coming out now?
Yeah.
Is Adam screaming enough to wake everyone up? Oh, he's not
Yes.
blissfully silent.
Roll initiative.
No.
Fight some manta rays. That's good then.
I'm confident in my
Are
chances.
you still dead?
Still ginger.
Okay.
You can be
Or
ginger.
we'll just stay on the island.
Oh, well done.
Wait for Demogorgons. to
Might as
come.
well.
One block from the
Right, so, in fact, I just want... I won't do it initiative because it's going to be pretty short anyway.
Gonna die that quick.
Adam, I want you to make an initiative check. What was your roll?
Natural 1.
Okay. So, 2 more of these attack you, doing the same amount of damage each time, so another
8.
7. Sorry, yeah, no, it will be. Yeah, 8 each time. Not 8 each time, but 8 total.
Yep.
Okay. Then you manage to get off the boat.
Okay.
Alright. Is anyone else doing anything?
I can't do anything. I haven't got anything ranged.
I'll be ready to do something if they start flying.
You
out
can
the
see
water
them.
at us.
You can see them in the water.
Okay.
If they start
What
becoming
Well, it's
like
quite
land,
shallow there.
like land
You did.
octopuses or
What do we-
from
what do we
from
do?
manta rays.
You
Pretty
make
fair.
make a nature check.
Mate,
Mm.
that's wisdom, is that nature?
No.
No.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. That's not 2 times 12.
12. You don't seem to think that they're gonna. They can come onto land.
No.
So.
These don't look like the flying laser shooting kind. I think we'll be alright.
Alright, we'll stay on the rock then.
Yeah.
Adam, get on the
Stay
rock.
away from the shore.
Yeah, I'm
That's
already
near
on the
water.
rock at this point.
Good.
Just with several chunks out of me.
You'll be alright.
They don't look like they're attacking the boats or anything, do they? Not going to chomp them to bits.
No, they're not attacking the boats or anything. They're
No.
just literally just churning around. And as you sort of come to a rest,
Where did we leave Graham's body?
In the boat.
It's fine, he's wrapped up. Yeah, they go for his body. Oh,
if you've left it in the boat, then it's not
Well,
going to be long
what do
before
we-
they do.
okay. Maybe we should get the boat up on the island.
Okay.
Avoid them being
Okay, who's getting the boat?
damaged.
It's tied, isn't it? So I'll start.
Alright, so you pull it in from land.
Yeah.
You pull it in, you see that these weird things are starting to come round to the boat, but by the time they get there, you've gone onto land.
to say.
If I didn't, you would not be here.
He's not here
Well,
anyway.
he's not.
Even less hair.
Okay,
Exactly.
Mount Celestia. You have been here for centuries, it feels like.
Centuries,
But also
30
a
seconds.
couple of days.
You've
been here
centuries. Just a couple of days.
I've just done a normal shift at work.
So you are beginning to see the why they call it paradise. You feel happy.
You've run out of virtual
I
reality porn.
hate it.
Wow. Yeah, but I mean this in a, like happier than you've been in your life. You feel at peace, at ease. You've ridden a Pegasus.
I would not have
You
done
found
that.
one
I
of them
can
weird
do
Japanese
it
games.
anywhere.
You got talked into
Scowling
it.
on
You
the
read
back
one,
of
and
the
it was
Pegasus.
fantastic. You've talked to unicorns. You've
Can we just get a montage and it's like the photos that kind of
here's
like
my
the-
trip to Mount
like the
Celestia.
printout photos and it's different ones that keep falling like at the end of The Hangover. It's just Tim all these like really awesome things and he's there like
Graham did it.
Graham even. Yeah. It's like Pegasus shaking hands with a unicorn and it's like
Shaking hands. You're speaking to angels. You're meeting various people that you didn't even think you'd meet here. Famous people.
Go and ask an angel the meaning of life. Then tell him he's wrong. Do it.
You know, you're doing all these things, and it's just fantastic.
William Shatner.
I look around thinking,
How's he then?
You won't be
why are
there.
these famous people that I know in this place if it's another realm? Are they kidnapped too at death? Is that how they died?
What is the meaning to it?
Okay. Are you asking anyone that, or are you?
I'm thinking that out loud to myself all the time. Every time I walk past someone famous, like I try to think back. Did he go missing before he died? Is he like one of these famous people that they say is missing and is not really dead or something?
Yeah, Elvis.
Yeah, it's like you see Elvis.
Have you seen Elvis?
That's what happened. He was taken to play D&D.
Oh, doing a concert.
Why is it I just have this image of like Graham going to this Mount Celestia place and becoming like one of them public speakers, but in a really depressing way. It's like, this is 10 reasons why paradise is not for you.
Number 5 will really surprise you.
It's like the grass is like going grey and wilting it with your sour mood.
Just imagine just like a line of depressed people just, oh god.
Walk me through your average day in paradise.
Welcome
You
to
can
paradise,
do
hooray!
anything you want.
Wake up. I assume I sleep. Wake up. Burger, chips, beer.
That's for breakfast.
Yeah.
Is there a sign on the entrance that's like number of days since last death? If I have to put up now, it's put 1.
Spend more time around like Colosseum type places, just observing the sword fight. I try to take part in a few as well.
Okay.
Who's just in?
I go in there assuming that I can't die anymore.
Okay.
You assume wrong.
You are told very quickly that you can die.
I then have
But this
serious
time,
questions.
If you do die, there is no afterlife there's no afterlife, there is just oblivion.
Yeah,
I
don't be
then-
double dead.
don't really take part, I just then have some serious questions as to how they can call it an afterlife and what constitutes paradise if you can actually die in it.
You're told that
Great thing here is the fact that heaven is literally going to have its first amount of suicide rates. This is heaven.
the angels say to you, it's like, we are not the ones that govern the afterlife. The afterlife is just something that has always been. The fact that you can still, your soul can be destroyed, that is true death. What you experienced on your world wasn't the death that we're talking about. That was merely a transition into the afterlife. This, if you ever are unlucky enough to experience true death, there will be no thoughts after that. There will be no bringing you back. Not even a powerful spell such as the wish spell could do that.
So what you're saying is the whole existence of life is a two-stage thing where you get to spend 30, 40, 70 years training and then it's this and then you die.
Well, no, you won't. You won't
So
necessarily
you won't die of
here.
old age. I just
You won't
don't
die of old
want to
age.
go walking into a... I don't want to get mugged on the way
No,
home.
don't. It's not. For you to die here wouldn't be a case of if you fell off and break your neck. That wouldn't kill you.
That's
For
good
you
to
to-
know.
Just cuts the joke.
For you to die, for you to die on this plane, you would have to be killed by someone powerful enough to destroy a soul. So, if say young Trevor over here took offence to something you said
Ran me through.
and decided to take it out on you and try and kill you, he will not be able to do it. He is not powerful enough to kill you. You are not powerful enough to kill him.
So
The only beings powerful enough to kill you will be beings from a different plane, or the solars, or the gods.
So I can take part in this gladiatorial combat without
Of course.
dying then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I wanted
Enjoy.
to know. Thanks.
Okay, but remember, this is
It's a solar.
Mount Celestia. This is paradise. Nothing is done here through hatred.
Have you met Graham?
Except you.
This
Graham.
isn't hatred now. I'm just taking out my issues on why I'm here.
Why do you have issues with why you're here?
Because I don't think I should be, considering that I was, from as far as the last I was aware, was sent to some other realm to sort out their problems.
Okay.
And now it seems
Did
that
you ever stop
I'll
to
get a
think
chance
that
to.
maybe you were sent to that other realm for a reason? Not just as a clear-up, but because you were destined to be there.
Yeah, precisely.
Just as you were
if I was
destined-
destined to be there, then that's not here.
But you're destined to return. Hence the silver aura.
Now, I thought that was, only maybe. That's not a definite. Having a silver doesn't. It's not
Nobody
definite.
knows their own destiny, Graham.
Graham's got an ultra instinct.
Well, if I am meant
There
to
is-
return, then what experience I gain here could be useful. I assume I remember stuff, will I?
It's strange.
So it'll be fuzzy.
Some have said that it is like waking up from a dream. But for the time being, there is nothing you can do about the situation you're in. So enjoy paradise. While you can. And then, should you continue on the path, when you are back on your mortal body, when it is your time to finally come to rest, you may return here and spend the rest of eternity here.
Well, if there is a chance of going back and then coming back in, I'll make a list of the places that I'd like to go eventually, just not yet. And also, another reason why I want to learn a few things here is because the people I'm with, I know full well that they've gone and mutilated my body in some way, and I'm going to take my revenge. I know that when I wake up, if I wake up, there's going to be one hell of a penis drawn on my face or something, and they're going to pay.
Then perhaps these aren't the friends that you deserve.
Well, I'm sure they mean well, but
Just going to put his
Use
penis
a sword.
on his face.
Arrow tip.
if
Well-
you met them, you'd understand.
And we've been nothing but
Well,
Gently reposing your body.
whatever you wish.
when he
Saved you
wakes.
from manta ray.
When he wakes,
Now-
we'll kill him again.
Just enjoy your time here and be at peace. And he sort of flies off.
Do I get wings?
You're not an angel.
Is that an activity I can do here?
No!
Getting wings.
Yeah, well, welcome to
I'd like to
your own
be
wings.
sword practicing on Graham's body. Just like
The rest of you.
Just hang him. No, it's not.
I'm
Other
fairly
spell
certain
words.
that I'm in the good place.
Oh, so cool. Hello,
Have you
Graham.
tried swearing?
Hello, Graham. My name's
Fuck.
Michael. Come on.
So, the rest of you all wake up after a night. It seems the waters are a lot calmer now. The Ixix chittles have got bored and sort of like swam off.
Bastards.
You all
someone test the water.
I like to throw Graham's body in.
No,
No.
don't make me have wasted a spell.
Kind of need that one.
Wasted a spell.
Okay.
Save Graham's body.
That's
Wasted
that one spell I cast like 3 days ago.
I like to cut Graham's left hand off and throw it in.
He won't be cutting
Stop
any
that.
body parts
He needs
off.
that to use when he's not dead.
He's right-handed.
He
Yeah.
also carries
He's
two
dual
swords.
wielding swords. Did you not pay any attention to him when he was alive and
No.
fighting and stabbing?
Also, he can just tie it to his stump.
That's a terrible idea.
Why do we do that to you?
Absolutely terrible idea.
I'll
Like,
tie it
just-
to my stump.
Yeah, just
I
like
don't have a stump.
Well, we
Not
can
yet.
chop your arm off and we can attach a crossbow to your forearm.
How would I pull the trigger?
With your
Or the
teeth.
finger.
Yeah, you have another hand.
Then you could be.
Huh?
That makes
There
no
was literally a
difference.
dwarf in
And?
Waterdeep that's got that crossbow for hand. If you listen to Dice Camera Action.
Anyway,
Yeah.
travelling montage.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Back
you
about started red line
push
all
off
that.
for another
I get the coconuts.
7 days.
couple of days.
How many days in are we now?
At some point, I want
Five.
to, if like when we're resting,
keeping
or
track.
at some point, is try and get Tim's.
So there's another couple.
So
Every night I'll cast detect magic on his corpse, and if it's still magical, I know the spell's still working.
Yeah.
where I can try and get Tim
Mm-hmm.
and just be like,
You wanted to talk to me the other day.
yeah. But I kind of get the feeling I know what you are, which is brilliant because I think what you are is the best kind of you can ever be.
Thanks very much.
Anytime.
Be your best self.
You're pretty good yourself.
Yeah, I found things out and I'm starting to really enjoy it.
Looks interesting.
Oh, it's different, but it's fun. But anyway, being as to what you are
Mm-hmm.
and knowing what I do know, you have to take some kind of oath to follow some sort of deity.
Yeah.
Just recently I've had to, not had to, but I've chosen to do something similar
Right.
when in Rome,
Mm-hmm.
when in
When in the Underdark.
favourite Forgotten Realms, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know who yours is? Have you chosen yours? I've not really had... I kind of get what Joe is, he's a spellcaster.
Mm.
I'm a wizard.
Shut up, Joe. Baker, I don't know what Baker is, and Graham's dead, so...
Mm.
Not wrong.
I didn't choose who it was. It was kind of chosen for me. They presented themselves to me.
Do you know who they are? Do you know who's chosen you?
It's a woman in red. That's all I know.
Lady in red.
Yeah, lady in red.
Red arm.
Red armour.
Interesting. You would say almost the appearance of some kind of knight.
Yeah. Yeah? Yeah.
This is quite
It's a woman in armour.
Mm.
it's quite a coincidence in that
You had the same...
I was attempting to choose someone else
Mm-hmm.
in a way, but really what I got in some way does actually lead to who I'm aiming for. Think of it as the person that speaks to you and that I saw is somewhat of a servant of who I'm after.
Oh, right.
That's what I think.
It's interesting. Because...
I've gone for just full on, I'm going to be here, so if I'm going to be smashing things because, hey, that's what barbarians do, I thought, well, why not go for something that's mean, angry, chaotic?
Hmm.
And being what I've seen you do recently, can't say that you've probably gone for something that's,
No.
let's say, on the very good side.
Well... I've had to make a promise, an oath, recently.
Obviously. Otherwise you'll be a paladin, you'll be
Yeah. And...
a diet cleric.
much along the same lines as you, where I've kind of promised to be here, but I'm going to make the ones that brought us down here pay.
This is why I wanted to talk to you, because I had this feeling, and I've got a feeling that we're going to be, let's just say, we are on the same road, but we're on different transportation and
I
finding
understand.
I don't.
Shut up, Joe.
I'm very much going to go all Game of Thrones on.
See, I was thinking, why was you going to go full God of War, if you catch my drift?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I catch your drift. Yeah, I kind of understand what you are. You understand what I am. But yeah, I'm very much going to make them bend the knee, whether they want to or not.
And I aim to
I
just
don't
take
know.
their
I don't
knees
know
off
what
with
Are they the baddies?
everything.
Yeah,
Wait,
probably. Should we be stopping them?
Are we the baddies of episode 3?
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, we'll
Yeah,
stab them in the sleeve.
I've got a feeling that, well, I got a feeling, but I've kind of
Yeah.
taken the stand that might be difficult, but fuck fear. If we die, we die. but there's no way of getting out of here than pussyfooting around.
I intend to go down swinging.
We're going to be such more good friends whilst we're down here, I can tell.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to...
No, I understand.
Cool. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to...
Yeah. Good talk.
Yeah. Cool.
And break.
You guys are nuts.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Don't know what you're talking about. Who's in the boat with me and Joe? Is it
Hemeth.
Hemeth?
Yeah, he's the Durgar.
Durgar.
He knows the way.
So they're like regular dwarves, but just a
So
little bit grey.
the moss gives way to the phasers again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this stuff.
You manage to find yourself another shore to just pull up for the night,
Mm.
as it were.
Let's take the boats out the water this time.
Mm. Come up onto the
I
shore.
want to talk to Hemeth.
Okay.
The city we're going to, it's not too far now, is it? Just a few days?
Could be.
Yeah. Can I ask you something?
Hey.
It's like, I don't know if I did before, but how did you end up in the Drow prison?
He was in the
Oh, he's in
Kobold
a
Star
Kuato
I
prison.
went in
he
the
wasn't.
He was in a
Oh,
He's
Kuato
in
how-
Kuato.
well- Oh, alright. That'll be why he's not on the list.
Yeah.
How did you end up there?
It's a bit of a long story, but I am a salesman.
Mm-hmm.
I trade in various fine wares of the death-inflicting kind.
Oh god, he's a weapons dealer.
Sorry, a weaponsmith.
Can I make a perception
I
check
am
to
an
see if I
arms
get
dealer.
Someone put him in a cave with
Ah,
lots of
yes.
scraps.
I intended to sell some of my wares
Mm-hmm.
to the Kuatoa to aid in the Civil War.
And that went south pretty quick.
Aye. Because I tried to sell to both sides,
Sensible.
and
Good business proposition.
the fella was pretty
The crazy
up for
guy.
it.
Which
Well, the Kuatoa they are.
Mm-hmm.
But his wee lassie, she instead thought I would be more useful if I was gutted on their altar.
Cool.
So, there's
So it worked out in the end all right for you then.
Sounds
Have you
like
had any dealings with the Drow?
all the time.
They're just buying weapons. They're not like
A few of them come to Gracklestug, but
you don't know.
they're not well liked there by the Durgar.
Oh, I can understand that now.
Hey, well, the pompous pricks think they're better than everyone else down there.
Oh, I think we can try and change that.
How?
Oh, something tells me I reckon we can get their put them down a peg or two.
Okay.
Yeah. You had any dealings by the name of Asher?
Can't see that I have.
Okay. Right. Thanks.
I don't really know a lot about. I don't know individual Drow.
No, that's fair enough. I just didn't know if you had like personal dealings with like anyone in particular, or like a
No.
repeat customer.
I'm not really
A regular.
I'm not a big fan of the Dark Elves,
No,
so I just try and.
no, they've gone down in my opinion as well. Steady
Yeah.
there.
Do you mean that you had a little bit of a higher opinion of them?
I had an opinion of them. It's not as great as what it is now.
I'll play one more.
Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a really weird conversation.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find some information. That's all. Just trying to
Well,
work out as
I hope I
much.
helped.
Yeah, you did. You did. Thanks very much.
I'm going to go over here now.
That's fine.
Uh,
Sorry to interrupt you.
no, it's fine.
Good talk.
8. He just sort of like walks off.
On the boat.
No, on the
Off the
shoulder.
boat.
No,
Straight
they're
shot.
on the ship.
Just start swimming.
You've
I'm
got
gonna
to,
drown
you've got to the
myself
shore
now.
now, so... Anyone doing anything else?
I was still in. Are we still in Phasers
We
area?
are, yes.
Once again, I am.
Yep, so what are you doing? You're doing your ritual.
I'll cast Detect Magic and try and like squint really hard to see if I can see if the spell
Phase
touches
all
it.
around, but you don't see any other magical...
Not even on Graham's body.
you see he is
Still got his
little...
That's fine.
whatever school that is from. I think it's transmutation. Necromancy or the... Yeah.
Yes. I'm a necromancer.
Okay.
I'll have you up and walking in no time.
Technically, you're more like a taxidermist at this point, really.
Good insects.
Yeah, taxidermist.
So you're doing your...
It is now.
And whilst I'm doing it, I'm doing the same sort of thing again.
What, talking to?
Yeah, and trying to get
Make
through
a
to
perception check.
someone in particular. 13.
13.
No perception.
You see... her standing out on the water again. Light behind her.
I'll do like a thing where I'm going from like one, look to another, see the face, and I'm just going to carry on.
And she's not there again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you carry on, and as you look out over the water, you see a head just bob quickly underwater again.
At the time I'll stop.
Okay.
What's that?
I saw something just look at me looking at it and the head just going under the water. Like something's watching us from afar.
How far away?
This
I'm gonna
was
guess.
this was a good 40 feet away.
Not far.
So you couldn't really see very well. It's still
Not
dim.
very far from what I could just about see. Just shy of walking distance.
I cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
Being celestial undead.
No.
Nope.
Other than what you used to be in there.
I can't sense anything out there.
Just I mean, I'm probably the worst one to look out there, but just keep an eye, obviously, because you can see further than I can in
Got
different
you.
circumstances.
I'll keep an eye out.
I'll kind of roughly point out as to where I saw it.
Okay.
But again,
I'll
So
I generally...
I'll
you
look
two
at-
are standing on the shore trying to look for this head. What are you two doing? And what's Jim Jar doing?
So you notice.
In fact, I'd say Jim Jar was just like kicking his feet up, to be fair. It's pretty much what he'd be doing. Just trying to get some rest.
I'll probably be talking to, let's say, Stool.
Okay. I'm Stool!
I'm trying to teach him maths. See if he's
Okay.
What?
Okay, Stool.
Make an intelligence.
anything.
18.
Get good at
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
What are you trying to teach Stool maths?
He's a young grown Mike Ned. He should be in school.
So
Were you homeschooled?
what are you teaching him?
Just like I'm just saying, you know, like basic arithmetic. Does he have the capacity for
Pythagoras
numbers?
theorem.
What?
I'm like, okay, so if I have 1 stone and you have 1 stone and I give you a stone, how many stones do you have?
I don't really like stones.
What do you like, Stool?
I like my friends.
Okay, if you have 1 friend and another friend comes along, how many friends are there?
I've got lots of friends.
Okay.
I thought he was going to go the complete opposite way. You've got 2 friends, and one of them died.
Ooh, no. Okay. Does he seem receptive to any kind of education?
It takes maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
What, you know, 1 plus 1.
And you've sort of got the basic concept of addition. He's still
Okay.
struggling with it.
Okay. I'm going to ask him if he knows how many people his spores are affecting. Using these new numbers that you've been taught.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, right now.
A whole bunch!
How many is that in the number words? Do you remember the number words?
7.
Okay. If I do a head count, does that seem right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you've done it still.
Thank you. Make an insight check.
Just guessed.
Ooh, natural 20s, that's a lot.
You kind of get the feeling he guessed it.
Well, okay then.
So what are you doing?
I'm sitting there watching this spectacle, seriously debating whether to shoot Joe and put him out of his misery.
Okay.
Are you thinking that out loud? Because
if you're thinking it out loud, they can hear you because this is a telepathic communication.
No, I'm literally just sat there just thinking, if I shot him now,
Baker,
it
put
wouldn't be
the
as bad.
put the crossbow
wouldn't be as
down.
bad as what?
Drowning you later.
Oh boy.
I mean, if I aim for his kidneys, I mean, that's slow. I mean, you want to be... He's sort of a friend. I wouldn't want to kill him. But I wouldn't have to listen to this anymore. So if I aim for a major organ...
Probably alignment.
It wouldn't be
Probably
right
evil.
because
If you just scribble out the
There's
probably
80.
on your alignment with evil,
I always forget about poopy though.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
is the thing.
Why? I'm just sitting here thinking about murdering Joe. Why is that a
Please
problem?
be banishment. I know it's not, but
5.
I command you to drop your weapon.
Ooh.
You drop
I
your
don't think he
weapon.
had his weapon or not.
Yeah, I dropped my weapon.
So command is just one word.
Yeah.
So you just say
Drop.
drop. And you drop your weapon.
I pull my pants down.
Okay.
In this paradise thing, is there some sort of place I can go where I could like open up like a window, just peer down on people, just see what they're doing in different realms?
No, you have tried to do it and you
Can jump out.
Has any marks appeared on his body?
Winding
basically
down the window.
what it is you can't see, even the angels can't see what's going on in the mortal world. Only the gods seem to have that ability, and the solars. You haven't seen any solars, you've just heard about them. But it's more that the only way that people know what's going on is when like new souls come and tell them what's going on, sort of thing.
How have you...
So it's not like you can just sit up there just
Yeah.
just watching everyone down below just going like that.
Oh look, they're doing it.
That's probably why.
Yeah, privacy. They updated their like GDPR policy. Now they can't look at people without their
Do you reckon I'm
consent.
doing things like do a spitball? And that's how the dinosaurs.
So you guys are still looking out for that
Mm-hmm.
head and everything like that.
Also, like that was really cool. This is why we're going to be the bestest of friends down here. I think
It's a new thing I found I can do.
it's brilliant.
Okay, so Tim, you take 11 points of piercing damage as the harpoon flies into your shoulder.
Whoa.
It's brilliant.
And
11.
Could I have?
yes,
No, I suppose I can't.
and you have to just roll a strength check for me, please.
Oh, that's not good. That looks like a 9, but it's a that's a 8.
Okay, you are pulled 20 feet into the
Oh,
water.
use a reaction.
See you, buddy!
Can I make a reaction to stop or grab it? Or?
No, this is just completely out of the blue now.
That was really cool.
We all hear a loud splash.
Yeah, you hear a shit, sploosh.
Whoa.
Sounds like a hell of a dump.
We're just going to take a quick break while I set up a little map so we can use the things.
The table.
Mini.
Yep, everyone roll your initiative.
Oh man, I need some dexterity. Fuck's sake. 2 again. I'm like 2. Still 2.
So I just have one initiative for all three.
No, do them separately.
Why not just roll 3 separate dice?
9.
3.
Ribbit. 19.
What was it?
14.
Okay. Right. So, welcome back. we are ready to begin. Everybody roll initiative. 25 to 20.
Oh shit, what did I get again?
Okay,
Oh
20
boy.
to 15.
16.
Repeater has 19.
Certain
Okay,
things.
what did you get?
16.
Okay. 20 to 15. 15 to 20.
Eldriff has 14.
10.
That's what I meant. 15 to 10.
Just go back up.
Right. So,
Someone's got 14.
Eldith.
Eldriff 14.
Okay.
Can she do anything?
What'd you get?
13.
Okay. 10 to 5.
9 for Jim Jar.
And 5 to 0.
If you have one initiative and one initiative and you add them together, how much initiative do you get?
Natural 20.
3!
No, 2. Getting closer though, getting closer. Yeah, it's right.
Higher initiative.
It won't put you in a different position.
I didn't think it would.
Right, so, leading off, Hemeth is going to see what is going on here and just go, ah, shit! And he's going to go. That's all he can do. Boopido.
Oh, do things.
So you can see that.
Must have been
30 feet, so 10, 15. Might want to put the map on so that people can see. We made this map for no reason.
There we go.
Oh.
Map!
Oh.
Kill save the
You can't really see where the water is. But
There is a thin
There's
blue
there's
line.
a line there.
The police.
So that's what, 5.
Yeah, road act.
That should be within hand crossbow range. What's that? Like 60 feet disadvantage, isn't it? I don't have crossbow stats even.
Yeah, 60 foot for crossbow.
Yeah, so I should be able to
That's 63.
Yeah.
disadvantage shot on there.
it won't be disadvantage.
I
Oh, yeah,
thought,
it would.
but
Oh, yeah, it
crossbow's
would. Easy.
range, isn't it?
I'm sure the minimum is like a lot more than 60 feet. I'm sure it's like 180.
Isn't that for a proper
Yeah, that's a long
full-size
one.
crossbow?
Yeah, bear in mind these are hand crossbows.
Little dinky pea shooters.
Hey, they work. I'm not complaining.
30, 120. So 30 feet.
Yeah, so it's
Wow,
disadvantage.
30 feet, that's bad.
13.
Go.
17 to hit.
17 hits. Or, should I say, 17 hits?
Yeah.
Because I literally just said that without actually.
The 7 points of damage.
Cool. That
These would be
hits.
the poison darts, would they not as well?
They would. Indeed. Okay. You shoot him and it just goes and falls back into the water.
Does he
Sort
float?
of,
It's going to drown.
Does he float belly up?
He sort of sinks.
as far as I can see, he only has 1 attack.
Yeah, he does. Tim, you've been stabbed in the water and you're not being pulled anymore. You've got this harpoon stuck in you.
I would like to get back on the land.
Okay, so in order for you to do it, you will have to use the dash action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Okay,
I'll be there. won't
that's
I?
your movement and action.
Um,
Say as you're doing it, you pull the harpoon
yeah.
out. As well.
I haven't got a bonus action. I don't think. I've got one prepared. No, I ain't got anything prepared.
Okay.
I haven't got a bonus action.
Okay. So at this point, so he's gone unconscious. Which one was Raph? This one. Right, he's going to come up at this point,
Ooh.
and he is going to attack Hemeth.
That's
Eldeth.
Bupido.
That's
What?
Eldeth.
That's Hemeth. That's Eldeth.
No, yeah, alright, so
That's
you've put the wrong one in
Way
there
up
then.
then, yeah.
Oh,
God's sake. Right, so he's going to attack Bupido.
That's Jim Joe.
So that is
that's your favourite food.
a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that was
8 points.
They did.
Hell,
You'd be with the bit that says HP.
how much was it?
8.
8. And then he's going to, that was with a bite, and then he's going to slash with his claws. And that's the 21 to hit.
Dead.
Is
9,
Bupido not levelled up at all?
9 points damage. As Bupido just falls under the weight of these claws.
Do we care about Bupido?
Eldeth.
It's alright.
I'm going to be at 25.
Shrek.
5, 10, 15, 20.
That'll be
That's
30.
not going to be, yeah, it's 30, sir. Let's have use a dash to get up to there, and then like get ready to drag Peter away.
Okay. Then another one is going to come out here.
Oh no.
And he's going to throw his harpoon at Hayden. That's going to hit Hayden. That's 22. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a strength check.
$21.
You succeed it. You sort of like pull the harpoon out, throw it towards him. Adam.
I'm going to reach down towards my hand crossbow.
Yep.
That's it.
That's all you're doing.
That's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to ask Joe, what do you think's going on?
You should be able to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can sit in the dark.
You can see perfectly what's happening, but that what you're doing.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's
Hayden.
I wanted to pull the harpoon out, but not have thrown it at him. I want to just hold
Okay,
it.
so
I was going to pull it out and look him like, and then that's when I close the eyes, open them, and they'd be the different shade now.
okay, so now they're like
And I'm going to like
purple.
wrench it towards so it comes towards me, and then I want to kind of swap for the spear and just kind of. So I want to wrench it. I'm using it as leverage for me. So I'm like pulling it so I can then pull.
So yeah, you move forward and then you stab with your spear. Make your attack roll.
21
Yeah, hits.
for. So 5, 8, 10 points of piercing
Okay.
and 2 points of radiant.
Okay.
There's a similar sort of thing to Tim's paladin.
So yeah, you stab into it and just this bright light comes out from the wound, and it just sort of, and it just looks up at you in like surprise and just this hideous face.
And I want the eyes to slightly flicker from purple to like an infernal red.
Okay.
Briefly. Very briefly.
Okay. Okay. Jim Jar.
Which one's Jim Jar? This one.
It's this one.
What can he do?
He's got a little crossbow, so he'll get in 30 feet of there. So he'll just take a shot at that one.
Alright.
Oh shit.
What?
An extra 1, sorry, radiant. It's 1d6 plus half level 3, so 1.
9.
Misses.
Multi-attack, 2 melee attacks, so you get 2 crossbow attacks as well, or not?
Is crossbow melee?
No.
Well, then that pretty much answers the question, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I was hoping.
Nice
You
try.
could throw it at him.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's asleep. Joe.
Okay, I'm shout at Baker. There's a bad things attacking from the water. What the hell do you think you should be doing? I'm gonna move up and I'm going to recall a fact about these things. What creature type are they?
Like you
Are
run
they
to the sideline
humanoid?
and go,
So this is once a day.
Yeah.
They are monstrosity.
Okay, I won't be casting whole person on them then. I'm going to upcast Magic Missile as a second level spell on that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't turn into anything nasty.
Just bear with me a sec. No, yeah, you're right. So, which one are you attacked?
The one that Hayden's going after.
Yep, okay.
That's 15 points of force damage.
Ooh. These. So as you stab it, these missiles just sort of like come around you and just right into it.
Fucking anime on it.
Like that, and this to the point where it thinks this is from you. And it just looks at you with even more fear.
I'm just still just straight faced.
Yeah, you're just feeling nothing. Hemeth
Nothing.
is going to run up to it and attack. Can you move Hemeth closer? It's going to hit, and Hemeth does some damage to it. Okay. Boopido is dead. Tim?
Completely
Okay,
dead.
then.
Completely dead?
I was going to stabilise.
Oh, never mind.
NBCs.
Rest in rip.
The shoreline, is it deep water? Or is there like a
it's-
beach? That sort
Yeah,
of
sort
thing?
of like a beach.
So I can like stand along. I can stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing my rage brother hit stuff, I'm gonna attempt to do the same.
Okay.
What rage?
No, I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna say
rage.
fuck off. That's my thing.
For 17 to hit.
Hits.
Good. I'm added smite. So that's good. 11 from the sword and 9 radiant damage.
Okay, you chop it in two. You just, he comes up and it's just in pieces now.
So I was there. 5, 10, 15. I'll just get back to where I was then. Yeah, and start making my way to there.
Yep.
For the next one.
Okay. So that one is going to see you coming towards it, swim round to here, and make a bite attack against you. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
For 8 points of piercing as it just latches its teeth onto you, and then it's going to slash at you with its claw. So that's 17 to hit.
Yeah.
9 points.
Oh!
Fucking hell.
You
Oh
do.
yeah, shit, you got speared, didn't you?
Yeah.
I want you to make a wisdom saving throw for me first.
20 total.
That's fine. I keep forgetting about your wisdom saving throws, Tim.
Yeah, it's alright.
Why are you asking this?
I don't know.
So,
That's probably because I killed the thing.
the full power of the dark.
that was 10.
Heal myself.
So that was the one. Eldith.
That
Oh,
close.
sorry.
Eldith, I'm gonna go up to there and just
Yeah, she looks down at Boopido and it's just there's blood just pouring out of his neck, and then it just
Oh, he is dead there.
is the claw.
I'm guessing she wouldn't really have much of a liking for him anyway.
No, she's secretly carrying his love charm.
You don't know.
There's a wail on that with her special hammer, which is obviously magical and
Okay.
just do lots and lots of damage because it's so special.
It's a strength-based weapon, which she has no strength. So
Yep.
Oh dear.
That'll be a 9.
to hit.
Yep.
That's a big miss.
She gets 2 attacks.
Hey,
That's an 11.
that's also a miss.
Obviously, this hammer is.
Adam.
She tries, bless her.
I'd like to casually walk up
Okay.
into there, cast my eyes over a certain somebody lined up in front of me, debate my options briefly, and I'm going to take a shot at the mirror.
Okay.
So 18 to hit,
Hits.
8 points damage.
Okay. Cool. Hayden.
This is one of the poison ones, does it?
Yeah, I'll already rolled it, it's fine.
Gonna scoot on over.
Yep.
Briefly, as I'm walking, my concentration will be slightly moved. I'll see Tim on the ground, look forward, and I want to flicker the red again. And this time, instead of being slightly purely concentration, I want to have a slight scowl. And I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
Reckless.
Okay.
This one been hit?
22.
Hit.
Is it?
That's just hit him.
Or, 10 points, no, 12 points piercing and 4 points radiant.
Okay. So as you come in and just skewer it with your spear, you just sort of
And that's when I just fade back to concentration.
Okay. That one's asleep. Joe.
More magic missiles. So
Okay.
level again on that one. £16 magical force damage.
Okie dokie. He's not looking very good. Hemeth is going to come around here, splash in the water to try and hit him, and that's going to hit, and he's going to kill him.
Hooray!
Yay!
Bastard.
And as he goes down, the blood sort of like seeps around him. You've all got a moment to rest.
Oh, we dragged Tim out of the water and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And boop it out.
Anyone else got healing spells? Anybody? No? Well,
It's only me.
oh, come on.
I don't know if Adam has.
I'm coming off, I'm on like the downer of my rage and I just
Come on.
look straight at the baker and it's like, look towards Tim, back to you.
I'll try
Tim, back
and
to
stabilise Tim. Using
Yeah,
my absolute lack of
Help
skills.
him.
9. Oh no, I don't have
Why do
proficiency.
you know that I can heal people?
7.
You need to do cure wounds to
7.
yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, fair enough.
Doesn't
Come on. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Anybody?
I want to push back
Come on.
towards this black.
Fine. What was him here?
I made a death save at 11.
Okay.
I'm going to use cure wounds on him at this
Right.
point. I feel the group would hold it against me if I didn't.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Massively.
7 points.
Yeah, add your
wisdom modifier.
to it.
Probably not.
9.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dude, what the hell?
What?
Like,
Took you so long. You're just scratching your ass.
Actually, yeah. I mean, you know, I've been sitting for a while. Dead
This
legs.
is
gonna
bleed-
work.
Could you have saved Graham? When he was bleeding out on the floor?
No, he was dead before I noticed.
Oh great, fantastic. Maybe you should pay more fucking attention in future.
To what?
To people dying.
Fair point. I'll give you that.
Come on.
I can't be
You
everywhere I want.
take 11 points of piercing damage and make a strength check.
If this
14.
relationship is going to work, we need to have less
Okay,
of
so
that.
Got you.
for what this would be, you'd pull them out there like that. So
Yeah.
this is where you'd be roughly.
Moved out of the water as well at some
You'd be
point.
there. So 4. As you see, the first marrow
Oh.
pulling into
Well,
the water again. Joe, we resume with you.
okay, I'm kind of like, well, can't say it doesn't deserve that, but I'm not a complete twat. I'll shoot us and kind of see that one
Yeah,
Bobbing up.
yeah, it's sort of like the water.
Yeah.
Just like,
magic missile at it. 3, 4, that's it.
and the harpoon's come loose now as well.
That's 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hemeth is going to be like, nah, I can't do much while he's here. And he's just waiting there. Boopido's dead. Tim. What can I do? What should I do?
I want to give myself 10 points of lay on hands.
Hmm.
I'm up. I haven't got anything ranged. I can't do anything
Throw a
anyway.
rock with the bow with smart.
Who's this that's down?
That's
He's
very
dead.
But he's
He's
dead.
very dead.
Did he have a crossbow or anything?
Yes.
Why are you going to take it off of him?
He had hand crossbow.
It's got a hand crossbow, and I think he's got about 4
Um,
bolts left.
I'm gonna go over to here, pick up the hand crossbow. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
free
all
action.
I can do.
Yeah.
Just going to borrow this.
Okay. Eldith can't do much in that position. Adam, you're in the water. You've been pulled in the water, and you see this marrow is behind you.
So I can actually see him.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to retreat to land. So.
Alright, you can move 15 feet in the water. You just get to land.
So I can just get there.
Hayden.
Can we still see where the marrow is?
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and shoot it. And then-
Okay. So if you get to
Nope, I don't.
you get to there.
No, I was going to stay where I was.
No, it would have been disadvantage anyway.
It's fine, I can't get any worse.
Jim Jar.
We'll go.
I ain't getting any land.
Go to there and just take a. Well,
Yeah.
that's more than 30 feet, so disadvantage. Be 11.
Misses. Okay.
No, it isn't. Already established that.
Adam, another 11 points as that that harpoon goes into you again. Make a strength check. If you're still standing.
Is that what you're on now?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's from like 3 days ago. 10.
You managed to withstand this one. Just pull the harpoon out. Joe.
Okay, take a step forward, another magic missile.
One now is.
Come on guys, I'm running out of these. 11 points of force damage.
Okay. So it's not looking good. Hemeth can't do anything. Tim.
I've got a hand crossbow.
Yep.
He's not afraid to use it.
So I can get there. I'm
It's
taking
going to be a
this one.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it
Dexterity.
dexterity? No, I've got no dex, so no, I miss.
Okay.
9.
Yeah, that misses completely.
Efficiency.
11.
Proficient in that, I
Still.
suppose.
I think he's proficient in everything.
I'm proficient in all weapons, so 11.
Oh,
Can I use? No, you've already told me what it is. I was going to say, can I use guided strike?
No, you can't. Adam.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take a shot at this chap. Bit upset about being stabbed multiple times.
Oh, so close. Like 17. 7.
12 to hit.
Nope. This is
Never mind.
Hayden.
Fuck it. I ain't getting anywhere near that fucking water. That's a 2 and a 3.
Nope. Jim Jar.
Ginger. Oh,
Wait, what have you just done? 2.
I'm going to shot on it. It's going to miss.
Nope. Okay, it disappears under the water.
Damn it. Where's it gone?
I think Jim Jar would probably. Never mind.
7 bolts
This bit,
left.
so.
You
Oh,
just
I've
see
got
just
those
like the blood
carry.
trail slowly disappear.
Damn it. Can't see enough of it to magic missile it on its way out.
No, it's gone.
Does it look like the blood
It's gone like a
flowing away?
Move further
It's gone
inland.
like 80 feet away.
Huh.
Maybe that's it.
No, that's moved further
And
inland.
now we're out of initiative again.
I'm going to move further back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my little seat.
There you were there. I'm going to
Like all NPCs are gonna.
All of the NPCs just gather around the store. Why didn't you do anything?
I'm gonna go to.
I mean, booping up.
No, store.
Let's put Boopino with the
Store
rest.
just stood there.
Bodies.
Retirement.
We know that's
We'll have a line of corpses.
I can just sort that out.
Oh,
Is everyone alright?
yep.
No!
What's wrong with you?
I got impaled twice!
Plus my wisdom, 11 points. Healing.
Healing plus your charisma.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, charisma. Yeah, charisma, sorry. It's still 11.
Okay.
Isn't it nice when people heal other people?
Yes, thank you, Adam.
Did you see that mirror coming from me and just not say anything to prove a point?
No.
No,
Sure, I
anything.
saw you getting dragged
was the
in and
first
saved
one.
your damn life.
Yeah, he was
Did
the
you?
first one to actually attack him.
Yes.
Multiple times. So if it actually wasn't for Joe, you'd be literally up shit creek with that paddle right now.
I was contemplating doing like you do and going, oh, maybe, what's going on?
I generally didn't notice what was going on when it was happening.
Well, pay more bloody attention then.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll be like 24/7 aware of everything that's going on.
Try,
My
yeah.
omnipotence knows no bounds. Clearly, it's just a lack of focus on my department.
Seems to be, yeah.
Go teach them mushroom math.
Already have.
No, you haven't.
Really?
Still, 2 times 2.
I'm Stool!
My point is proven.
I say to him, what's going on with them two?
That's a story for another day.
Okay.
Right now we have another companion.
I can't do
I
anything.
can't
It's too
do
late.
anything. That's what I'm saying. That's another.
I can't bring
Well,
it back
you
to life.
Having a short rest or are we in a long rest? We're long resting, weren't we? We're resting.
Yeah.
Rest. Oh,
Who was that was dead? Boopino.
yeah.
Am I sat in the afterlife and decided to see a new person walk through the gates going, hey!
Has anyone got any more coppers?
No, I've got silver and I've got gold.
Anybody? Ask NPCs turn out their
Yeah.
pockets.
Adam,
I've only got
you got anything?
silver and
nothing
gold.
at all.
Well,
Okay.
I guess there's nothing I can do for this one then.
Is this just a little
Oh wait,
rock?
no shit,
There's
I've got
no
4
like.
copper pieces. My
It's,
bad.
yeah, it's just like a rocky beach.
There's no like.
Just a cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll cast that Expeditious Retreat. Gentle Repose
Okay.
on Boopino's body.
Gonna fire his body into the water.
Cast Grease, just slide it away. Problem's gone.
Negotiate with Maro, you want something to eat?
Oh, you should be should pay attention because we never know when another one might come back.
Keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, stay well away from the water if we can.
I was well away from the water till someone moaned at me to go closer.
What, and save Tim's life? Yeah.
Hey, I did save Tim, sort of.
Yeah, by getting closer to the water.
And
Yeah.
look what happened, I got speared. Twice.
And yet here we are all standing alive.
No, Graham's not. Neither's Bopedo.
Hmm?
Can I insight check this conversation?
Why?
Okay, what are you trying to determine?
What went on? Because obviously I got knocked out. So
Oh.
I'm not
I
like.
will explain to you
Yeah.
what happened.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, he loved him, but they're still together.
No.
Got it.
At this point, can I just see the afterlife just sort of like doing a few activities and reluctantly and sort of like finding myself enjoying things but then hating myself that I'm enjoying it.
Like afterlife.
So
Yeah,
just
just like thinking, just been doing some stuff there. It's like, that was really fun.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna do that again.
Like afterlife mini golf
Oh.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
What hole you on? 950.
Jeez, how much mini-golf are you planning to play?
A lot.
An
A
eternity.
lifetime's worth.
Yeah.
8 years I've been on this course.
I'm shooting 4 billion under par.
4 billion.
But it's the afterlife. I just can't seem to miss every time. It's holding on.
Man, that would get pretty boring.
Rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's-
I assume
who's
that's what
watching
we're
the
all
water? Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm laying down in a sulk. Fuck you.
Okay, so you all bring yourself to a rest. Graham, you're there talking to William, going for a walk with him, as you found that you like to do now and then, because he seems to know.
He seems like everything that's going on.
No, well, he doesn't know everything. It's just he seems to be more experienced in this place. And you just happen to be walking along through the meadows with him, and a shadow falls over the two of you. And as you look up, you see a giant. I've got this written down actually. I can probably read it from my notes. You see a gigantic.
Spaceship.
Impossibly beautiful angel fly overhead, clad in white and wielding a huge greatsword. William says, "Ah, my word, that's a solar. They are hugely powerful, godlike in fact, but not gods,
God light.
godlike.
Yeah, but if you saying they're God light, so they're basically
Yes, they're all light, yes.
God light.
Very light joke going over this.
I mean, they are light, but they're not gods.
They're not light.
William sounded a lot like Shushan.
Apparently I've been like bardic, and they kind of can be funny, but it takes no. Never mind. So
I
yeah.
must have missed the joke.
Yes,
I'm
I
afraid.
probably missed it myself. Yeah.
Yes, the solars,
Good bond.
very, very powerful. But there are only, well, it's rumoured there are only 24 of them in existence, and
Specific number.
they are spread all over the multiverse, waiting in contemplation for some cosmic threat to good. To see one in person is truly a good omen.
If they're waiting for a threat, wouldn't that be a bad omen if they're here?
Oh,
Surely the threat could be here.
No, they just patrol. That solar will come to this plane and then perhaps go on to the Beastlands or Isgard.
I've heard of that.
What, the Beastlands?
No, Isgard. I've heard it
Isgard,
mentioned.
yes.
What is it?
Oh, well, there's
Beautiful
warrior.
lot of place.
That's where all the righteous warriors go and when they have passed. So they can battle for eternity, as is their will.
Interesting.
Shortly after, another solar flies over. This one is wielding a trident.
You said it's 24 in existence and very rare because 2's not rare.
Yeah, William is looking. He looks astonished and says, "Oh, this is most peculiar. 2 solars in one place. How strange!
Double solar.
Come,
all
let's
the
take a
way
look."
across
And
the
you
sky.
sort of, you make your way to the top of a hill, in sort of the direction that they're going. And as you do, 3 more solars fly over in formation. One with a huge hammer, one with a longbow, and the other with a sword and shield.
Is AC/DC Thunderstruck being played in the background?
As your eyes follow the path, you see thousands of other angels, divas, planetars in battle formation. You
Wow.
also see a huge army of people standing beneath various silver and gold shimmers in this huge sort of formation. You look in awe at this brilliant display of military might and see they are standing in front of a huge, intricately carved metallic door. An explosion draws your attention to the other end of this Holy Legion as you see what appears to be a meteor falling from the skies. The black smoke surrounding it contrasts against the brilliant splendour of this plane. The meteor crashes into the ground and you feel the earth beneath you shake. The smoke clears and you see it wasn't a meteor but a gigantic geometric shape made from some black metal. The object remains motionless for what seems an eternity. The only sound is the soft whistling of wind in your ears. After a long time, you see there appears to be smoke coming from the sides of the object and what looks like oil oozing from the bottom. One of the solars shouts something in a language you don't understand, and a battle cry echoes through the Legion. At this point, you notice the smoke is really thousands and thousands of flying creatures coming straight for the angels. Teeth gnashing in the air. The oil crashes over the front ranks in a wave of teeth and claws. You watch the armies You watch the battle rage before you, before another huge crash signals the arrival of another object, this time behind you. The shockwave sends you tumbling down the hill towards the battle. You find yourself in the thick of battle with a sword at your feet and the large doors at your back. And that is where we're going to end this week's session.
I would just let out a sigh of, why am I always right when it comes to bad things?
Thank you.
This is paradise.
Thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share with everyone you know, D&D players, gamers, that one person you met on the train once and you shared that little glance and you thought maybe this could be the one, but then they got off at the stop before you and you just thought, oh, maybe not, and then you saw another person and you had the same feeling. It just kept going on like that. You always fall in love a million times on the train. Okay, share with all of those people as well, and we'll see you next time in this predicament that Graham has found himself in, and everyone else in the Underdark. So
I think we're better off.
thank you everyone. Be good to each other and good night.
Bye.